kind. They describe these gnomos as being very like mermaid or merman-like, but bequeathing lots of knowledge.
Oh, you're on.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a Merry Christmas. Those that Christmas is important to, I don't give a shit one way or the other.
Nope.
Because it's all contrived bullshit, but those that love it, love it. And have a happy Merry Christmas.
They don't love it, they're obsessed with it.
Yeah, they are. Well, you know, they've been orientated. They've been conditioned.
Brainwashed?
All of the
What
above.
you're trying to say?
All of the above. The Catholic Church did a great job.
I don't even think it's just like I had to try and explain to my wife today what the difference between Catholics and like not the difference like she doesn't understand like because again you're not like it's a Catholic nation to her Christian. I'm like it's Christian and she's like well what's the difference? I'm like there is no difference. You're just a different Christian. Two different
right, just different denominations.
Yeah, one Christian believes one thing, another Christian believes another thing.
But they all believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they all believe in the same Bible. It's the same Bible. It's just different interpretations. And I'm pretty sure she got it, but it was still like because she's Catholic, she was raised by people who are like we're the only ones that know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, that the chick I used to talk to in the Philippines wishing me a Merry Christmas. I think she wanted me to talk to her. I'm not doing that.
No?
No.
You're like, no, fuck you.
Well, I know, not fuck you, but you know. She's a super Catholic. There ain't no way that's gonna work. I'm smoking weed and I don't believe in Christianity and all that stuff. There's no way that's gonna work.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I know, I'm just fucking sure.
I'm sure that's not gonna work. I'm not going to church. I'm definitely not going to no Catholic church. Catholicism is an evil religion.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Because they people. If you didn't become all the places they went where the natives were there, if you didn't bow down and become a Christian, they just killed you. The estimate is that the Catholic Church has probably killed over 80 million people in the long run.
how many?
80 million.
Really?
Well, they did that all around the world. Everywhere they went, they did that.
Man, it's got a funk to it.
It does. It's a good funk, though.
I know. That was kind of the point.
Well, I second the motion.
Merry Christmas, Timothy. Timothy says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Timothy. Enjoy your Christmas.
Just a day.
Because I'm enjoying mine by doing what I'm doing right now. This is the most important thing I could do.
Where I can't do most of the shit I want to do because everything's fucking closed.
Oh yeah, everything's closed. But that's okay. I ain't had shit to do anyway. What do I have to do? I have shit to do. No shit and no shine over. But I think these next 2 or 3 months are going to be very, very interesting. Because I think this UFO thing is going to really explode in a little bit.
Is it though? Is it though?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Yeah, why?
Because of what's going on.
Okay.
We're being observed by something that we cannot define. It's not speculation anymore. They're there, and they make themselves known and they're making themselves known for a reason.
What's the reasoning?
I don't know. They might take us over, which I have no problem with. Take it over. You couldn't do any worse than these motherfuckers are doing now.
You ain't wrong.
You couldn't do no worse than these buttholes are doing now. Just don't give those motherfuckers no power. Help regular people. Don't give these governments, these military, all they want is make new weapons. That's all they want to do is make, oh, maybe you can tell us how to make a new weapon. Get the fuck out of here with the weapon shit.
What if the gene's just too selfish?
What?
The gene. Have you ever heard of the Selfish Gene book by Richard Dawkins?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It came out in the 70s. It's kind of
I might have.
a book about evolution.
If it came out in the 70s, there's a possibility I might know about it. I just don't remember the name of it. This is just one of these, right?
What? Yes. Yeah. Oh, shit.
They're not flying around for nothing. They didn't come this far to fly around and do nothing. You know, there's a reason for
What
it.
if they just want to take our resource, which is water?
Want to do? Well, they've been knowing about that.
No, what if that's all they want to do is take the water?
They can take whatever they want. They've been taking it. They've been taking the water.
Yeah, but water isn't is finite.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
The aliens travel all over the universe.
No, I meant it's finite here. If you take all the water off the planet, if you suck it out with a straw,
The planet will make more water.
no, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
It can't make water without water. That's not how it works.
You don't know how it works.
Yes,
You have
Fuck
an
outta
idea.
here.
You may have an idea how it works, but you don't know. Water can come in from space on meteors. Maybe that's how it got here to begin with.
I'm not saying it didn't. But water can't create itself. It's not fucking alchemy. The rain that comes down is from the water of the sea. The water in the air you breathe is from the
Well, how
water.
did they get there to begin with? You gotta look at everything. How did they get there to begin with? Exactly. Exactly.
What do you mean exactly? They don't prove nothing or disprove nothing.
Yeah, dude.
How?
It's because the water is here. They have no idea how it got here. They have no idea how water got here.
We have no idea how we got here or anything got here. That's not saying much.
But
we understand how water works. When you evaporate it, it turns into steam. It gets into the air. But if you remove it from the atmosphere, if you took it off the planet,
the planet would make more.
no, it doesn't.
I say it does.
That's one of the reasons the fucking goddamn river in Colorado is down 20 fucking feet.
Well, and a river somewhere else came up.
No, it's because they used it in areas where they shouldn't have used it. And it went back to the ocean.
Man is not bigger than nature.
I don't.
Nature's gonna do whatever nature wants to do.
I don't know. You're not. Were you trying to tell me something?
Yeah. I'm not trying to tell you something, I'm telling you something. Or you reading something off the...
Yeah, I'm in.
How many times we got today? 3?
Oh.
We got this, we got 8.
What?
How many? Never mind.
What were you saying?
I'm
I'm listening.
How many strains are we working with today? 3?
Yes. Three. Wait, what the fuck is this comment? There's a comment? I got comments? I don't get comments.
What?
This is saying I got comments.
Who got comments?
Well, I do on some video and I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On some video that but you didn't know.
Yep. This is a crazy gardener, top quality crosses everywhere. What the hell is... Yeah, I don't know what fucking... There we go. Aha! Ah, Deadhead OG Daughters. What the hell is he talking about?
Is it a personal message to you?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is. I don't remember the video.
Okay.
Let's get rid of that sound. Oh wow, this is, where is this? This is at the warehouse. Oh shit.
Huh?
This is at the warehouse. I did a grow video at the warehouse. It's got 325 views. I did it 3 years ago.
Oh, the warehouse, yeah. That's a while
And
ago.
someone,
Reposted it or something?
no, this is a crazy top quality crosses everywhere. What the hell is happening here? Oh.
So anybody that's listening right now, I don't know if anybody is, go to Facebook, go to Rudolph Carson or Rudy Carson, and look at my art on there. There's art on there every day by me, fresh art every day. Check it out and leave comments on whether you like it or not. But I put new art up every day.
I didn't keep any of those either, did I? Because Fuego is recent. No, I didn't keep any of those out of those 30 seeds. I didn't keep not one.
Not one.
Deadhead 18, Deadhead 18. Oh, no. Fuego is Deadhead 18.
Right.
That's the only one I got.
Right. We got Fuego today, don't we?
Yeah, you're trimming it right there.
No, this is hit dead.
Oh, you went to the back first?
I did one on this side.
Yeah, well, the back corner is Deadhead too.
Oh, okay, so it's two dead heads.
Yeah, he
All
usually
right.
does. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. I did get one.
I also have a PayPal account. If anybody wants to buy art, just leave a comment, and I'll see it, and we'll make it happen.
Wait, unbiased opinion? I didn't spell that right. How do you spell that? Come on, Google, just tell me what it's supposed to be.
What?
Like, usually if you click on, like,
You're over there having a dilemma?
I'm trying to, unbiased. How do you spell unbiased? U-N-B-A-I.
Yes.
Yeah. Unbiased.
I say.
I don't care. Fuck 'em.
They'll know what you mean. They just know you can't spell no shit. But they'll know what you mean.
I hope so.
Hope is like dope, it don't last forever.
Does it? Are you sure?
What did I just say?
You said hope is like dope. It
Don't last forever. Don't get it twisted.
Green puffin man, alright. Anyways, the wife is downriver again for until the end of the year, or until the beginning of the year. Probably
Until next week.
No, well, yeah, next week. But,
Yeah.
it'll be like, I don't know, probably end of the week. So, yeah.
So you're solo right now.
I put up a couple videos that were me playing that game.
Okay.
Just, I kind of had it on the computer while I was sitting smoking a joint playing the game. I didn't really talk very much.
Is that one of those games you get paid to play?
No. I mean, people can get paid to play it if they do it right, but you gotta get lucky on that shit. I probably could sell it. I think you could sell your accounts because, you know, it's a decently popular game. I don't know how popular it is. But no, it's not. There are those, like, have you heard of those fucking video games where they're paying people in crypto?
I know they're paying people. I know it was in crypto.
Yeah. Probably a scam.
Probably. At this point.
Yep. I think everyone who's a Facebook member should get dividends.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
That should definitely be something that the government should do for us.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you 100%. Will it happen? Probably not.
Come on now.
Probably not.
Come on. Never in this lifetime.
They don't want to give us shit.
They don't want people to have it.
They don't want to give us shit. Not even shit. Shit or Shinola.
Shit or Shinola.
Shit or Shinola, dude. They want to give us shit or Shinola.
So 65 people watched the Settlers of Catan video I did too.
Watch the what?
The video, the Settlers of Catan, the game.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting
That's
little
it.
thing because there's not. It is the most popular game in the world.
Oh, it is?
Besides Monopoly, obviously.
Well, obviously.
Unfortunately, Monopoly is shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's a horrible game.
No, it's not.
Fun.
Yes, it can be.
It's all based on
But
you
it-
get
if
the
you-
right roll of dice. If not, you're just fucked.
No, but people that don't have certain intuition, it can bring out certain things in a person. Like a person that's really shy or doesn't know anything about economics, it can kind of lift them up a little bit.
How? Okay, you can play a whole game where your game starts like this. You go second, you roll the same that the person rolled in front of you. So you land on the fucking spot that they landed on, which they've already bought. Next roll. You roll and land on the third dude or fourth dude who rolled behind you on his spot.
Maybe.
No. Again, it is a maybe. It's a goddamn dice roll. And that's not a good game. There's no strategy involved when all you're trying to do is you're hoping that your dice roll and you land on the right spot.
You don't play it like me and my friends play. We're very competitive.
No, that's fine. Competitive.
And it teaches you how.
As someone who's played that.
It teaches you different things.
No, it doesn't.
It teaches you not to be greedy.
Okay.
Because you can get fucked up because you're too greedy. Sure it does.
No.
Yes.
Again, not really.
Why is it so popular?
Why is it so popular?
Yes.
Because it's been around for 100 years.
People
have
still,
this false dichotomy.
there's been other things around for 100 years.
No,
that aren't that
they have this
popular.
false idea that this game is a good game when it's not.
I didn't say it was a good game. I said that you could learn something from it.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can learn that capitalism's stupid.
But isn't that learning something?
It's all it's supposed to teach you. Is
What?
that it's all about luck. There's no fucking skill involved in the game. The game is, did you land on
There's
the right
skill
spot?
involved.
No, did you land on the right spot and have enough money to buy the shit? Because if you don't have the money to buy the shit when you land there, it's not your fucking fault. You're not making
you
it
should
how.
land there.
How do you not land? It's not your fault the dice roll the way they do. That's the point. That's the whole reason she
Well,
made the game,
I think-
was to show people that.
I think I can control the dice to a certain degree.
No, you can't.
Sure I can.
Sure. Okay, whatever. That's fine.
That's my fault. That's
You're
my
an
thing.
amazing fucking D&D player. Good for you. But probably not.
In backgammon, I can prove it in backgammon.
There's a reason that game has 7 as a number, like
What is one of the oldest games known to man?
backgammon, right?
Backgammon and chess.
Right. Which is a game that uses luck and strategy.
Right.
Which
But isn't that
Monopoly
life?
doesn't.
But isn't that life?
But my point is, Monopoly doesn't use luck and strategy. No, it's not. There's no strategy
Yeah,
involved.
There is strategy
How?
involved. And what
You
to
buy up
and
what you can.
No, you don't buy everything.
Buy what you can.
Because you got to control your money. So, certain things you don't do until the time is right. See, that's what I'm talking about.
again, if you're lucky enough not to land on the spots where you have to pay money.
Well,
Again, if every fucking time you land on a spot you have to dole out $100, you can't save enough money to buy the property when you land on it.
if you do right, you'll have property.
How do you do right?
If you do
every
right,
time you land on it, you're landing on someone else's shit, or you land on
Well,
shit.
and they landed on your shit.
No, they're not. You're not landing on anything yet. That's my point. The point is, it's a game that the difference
You're not-
between this game and that game.
You know what? You're not gonna convince me.
That's fine.
So stop trying.
All right. Because it's a game to teach you capitalism's stupid, and people think it's a great game.
It's a game to teach you that capitalism is greedy.
Yeah. The only way to win
Is be greedy.
is be greedy as fuck.
Be greedy
Just fuck over everyone else in the way.
When I
This
was
game, you have to barter. You actually have to barter with people in order to fucking win. You can't win on your own.
Have you ever heard of a game called Scam?
What's that?
It's a game, I don't know who made it up, but me and about 6 of my high school friends played this game called Scam. And you're a dope dealer. And you want to make as much money as you can, but not get caught.
Okay.
That's the whole premise of the game.
Huh.
And dang, I wish we still had that Scam board. We even made a board for the Scam.
I mean, that's sweet. Do you ever play Scotland Yard? My dad used to play it when I was young. Like, I remember him
Scotland
playing it
Yard
once
is
or
the
twice.
police foot in England, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the board is England, London is London,
Right.
right? And you have the subways, you have the taxis, and you have the underground. Are the ways that you can travel from place to place to place
Right,
throughout the
right.
game. And you have to use these tickets to do it. You only get so many. You get so many bus tickets. You get so many taxi tickets. There's more taxi things than there are, buses and
yeah.
stuff. And so you have to buy these you have to keep these certain tickets and you have to use them. But you're trying to find, it's 5 people versus 1. You have Mr. X, and Mr. X is hidden. And he gets to move 2 spots without showing. Then every 3rd spot he has to show.
Just to show.
Yep, and then he disappears for 2 moves. And
Back again.
but when he disappears, he puts down the token that he used to travel. So you can, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And it's not every 3; it's every 5 or 6, something like
Okay.
that. Something like, but you have to catch him by like turn 17 or 20 or something like that.
Mhm.
And if you don't catch him, he wins.
He wins.
That's the whole premise. So it's cat and mouse basically, and you're jumping around trying to corner them, and you have to land on them and be. And I think it's like Clue, or if you say you found him and you don't find him, you're out.
It's a penalty. Okay, you're out.
Like Clue, because Clue's the same way. If you're like, I know who killed him, and you're
wrong.
like, it's this and this, and they're like, no, that's not right, then you lose.
You're done.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah,
Yeah, you're out of the game.
right. So it's the same basically, but I don't know. I bought it from
It's called
nostalgia.
Scotland Yard.
Yeah, I found it on eBay. I think I bought it for like $20. I was so excited when I found it because you can't find it in like, if they don't print it anymore, it's not made anymore.
It's hard to find, in other words.
Yeah,
Unless you're probably in England or something.
but it was one of those things. I don't know why I wanted it so bad because we never fucking played it. It's not. I mean, it's a fun game, but it's not that fucking fun.
Mhm.
It's not as fun as that
Yeah.
because it's just. I don't mind cat and mouse stuff, but we played the couple times we did play it. Like either the person who was the mouse was so fucking good that it wasn't fun,
Yeah.
or they were so bad that it was just over quickly. You know what I'm saying? There was no in between. There was no like,
Yeah.
oh, this dude really had to work to get it.
He strategized.
Yeah, it was like, oh fuck, how do you end up over there? Type shit. But I don't know. I don't know. I keep it for nostalgia, I guess. I didn't want to donate it because who knows? Maybe in 30 years, that shitty version of it, it's not beat up or anything. It could be worth like $30, 40 or $150, $200.
Never
Take
know.
it to fucking roadshow, the roadshow thing, and be like, bam! Look what I got.
You never know. You're right.
Those are some funny ass videos when people show up with stuff they think is worth something, and they're like,
And it's not.
it's like, yeah, this is.
It is funny. And then when people show up, and they don't think it's worth anything, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
being worth $1.5 million, they're like, what?
Oh yeah, but that's what gets people to fucking show up.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I got stuff at my house. Yesterday I was cleaning out a closet, and I got this old camera. It got, what would you call it? One of the first,
Yeah,
type cameras.
you look down into it.
No.
No?
No, you look through it, like, you hold it like this. It's a little window there that you look
Oh,
through.
it's an actual like camera recorder, not a picture taker.
Right, it's a camera, not
Photos,
not
but-
photos.
For video.
No,
8 millimeter.
film.
Yeah, 8 millimeter. Like
Yeah,
it's probably an 8 millimeter. Yeah, that's probably worth $100.
I think it might be worth more than that because I got the original case, I got the original paperwork and all of that,
Huh?
and it's got to be. I'd say it's probably made in the 40s.
That don't mean nothing. It's more about is it using? Is it like? Can people use it?
Yes, yes they can. It's functional.
Really?
Yeah. All you gotta do is get the film to put in it.
Which is not easy to find.
I think you might be able to find it nowadays.
Yeah, you can find it online, but it's
Yeah.
still like
It
it used to be everywhere.
yeah, you know, it's not everywhere now. People stopped using that camera 30 years
Remember
ago.
Polaroids? How fucking like
Yeah. I had a
it
couple,
was so instant. It was so amazing. To
I
get
had a couple of
instant photos.
Polaroid cameras in my day.
I'm sure you did. You probably took plenty of naked lady pictures.
I did.
I don't know.
What you just said.
I
probably
assume
did.
so.
What happens when you assume shit? You know that.
No. I forget. Don't matter.
I was wondering when you was gonna get around to that.
What?
Little fucking joint.
I just smoked one.
Did I smoke it?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
Maybe you didn't hit it.
I
I'm
did.
pretty sure to God you hit it. We'll have to check the tape. I'm pretty sure I passed
Yeah,
it.
check the tape.
I'm
Right.
pretty positive I passed that bitch.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. How did I not pass it? How would I sit here and you would not let me bogart a joint?
Did you roll it here?
Yes, I just rolled it.
You rolled it
Yes.
and you smoked it.
Yes.
I didn't hit it.
What? You know
You've
what?
been known to do that.
You know what?
That's part of your MO. You just get high and you start talking about shit and you just forget. That's all. It's no big thing. You don't do it on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Were you playing it back?
Yeah, I'm playing it back.
Play it back.
There, pass! Pass the doobie to the left. Fucking right as soon as I lit the bitch. I
But-
passed it to you.
So but that's the pass. Pass the doobie.
Yeah.
It should be hitting it.
Yeah. Well, you keep talking, so maybe you didn't hit it.
I don't think I
I
hit it.
swear to God, if you hand it back to me without hitting
I don't think I hit
it.
it.
Nope, there you go. You hit it.
I did?
Yeah, you hit
Okay.
it. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, maybe I only passed it to you one time. I might, because I think I get distracted by the computer.
Yeah, you do.
And then I never
Me and
passed
Tom
it.
sat and watched you do that shit. You get distracted and you just keep smoking.
I mean, I don't mind.
We gotta tell
tastes
you,
good.
pass the joint, motherfucker.
Tastes good. Yeah, that's you hit it again. Alright. There you passed it. Now let's go 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
All right, you proved your point, damn it. Don't rub it in, motherfucker.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
I can't cook those fucking squares in that pizza oven.
You can't.
No.
You can only cook round.
Yo, the squares in the pans don't really work. It gets too steamy and it stinks really bad.
It does?
Yeah, like,
Yeah, well,
creates this
you'll be
weird
making
smell.
rounds there.
Yeah. But the
Until you-
rounds just to me,
Until you get another,
the problem with the
contraption.
rounds is I don't feel like they stand out enough.
what do you mean?
Like when I eat the squares, I go, holy shit, this tastes like a Better Buddies. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is not, because Buddies uses different cheese. They use all brick cheese. They don't use any mozzarella.
They just did a whole thing about Buddies on Channel 56 last week.
Yeah?
The whole history of Buddies.
Yeah, and they were,
And the spin-offs from Buddies and all that shit.
yeah, the Cloverleaf and Louis Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Louis the other day. Hot garbage. Hot fucking garbage.
Man, I went to that damn green, what's it called?
Lantern? Where?
It's on Greenfield and 12 Mile.
Wait. there's a Green Lantern on Greenfield and 12 Mile now?
Yeah.
Oh, because the original's over here on Madison Heights.
Oh, this is a brand new building.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
And so I ordered a pizza.
So it's the pizza place. Do you like pepperoni?
Wait a minute, let me finish my story. So I waited about 10 minutes and they called my name. They gave me the pizza. It taught me a lesson. Always check your pizza.
Yeah.
So I go out in my car, get in my car, drive home. Don't touch it. Smoke. Get it when I get home. Get home.
I usually do the same thing. I never look at it.
Yeah, I get home and it's not even what I ordered. So I call him. And the guy said, oh, yeah, we're sorry, man. I thought something was wrong. So he told me to give him my telephone number. I can come in the next day and they'll make me a pizza and I don't have to pay for it again. You know, they'll make it how I want it. So I did.
What was on the pizza that they gave you?
Nothing but cheese.
Oh, it was just a straight cheese pizza?
Yeah.
What did you order?
A couple, 3 or 4 different things, you know.
Pepperoni.
No pepperoni.
You don't get pepperoni in your pizza?
Yeah, sometimes I do. But this time I just wanted, I got ground beef, ham, bacon.
Oh, damn, that's an expensive pizza.
And then some vegetables.
Yeah, that's an expensive pizza. That's 4 toppings. That's like
It was, I think it was like 19 bucks or 18
for
bucks.
what?
For that pizza.
What size was it?
It was I think it was a small, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
So,
'Cause that's like a $40 large.
so I get home, like I said, so I called back and said, oh, you come back tomorrow, anytime. You can call us before you come and we'll have it ready when you get here. So I do it. I said, oh man, my mouth is watering. I'm ready for this damn pizza that everybody's been talking about.
Did you eat the cheese one?
I ate 1 slice and threw it away.
Why?
It tasted like cardboard.
Really?
So I went back the next day to get the original order, and it was okay. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but I was kind of disappointed. The flavor just wasn't there.
I mean, it's sugary pizza.
The flavor wasn't there. You know, this is how I look at it. When I get through it, I'll be like, wow, that was good. I'm gonna get another one maybe next month or so. But I didn't have that feeling at all. And I haven't been back. Oh, and I also got a sub from them. It was horrible.
Because it's got the coleslaw on it.
It wasn't the coleslaw. It just didn't.
Well, I've never had.
It didn't have flavor.
Well, okay, yeah, I agree. I have never had a pizza there that wasn't. No, I've had one, I think. That wasn't made by either Chet or in Josh's, you know, like somebody I know's.
Right, that made it.
Yeah, and they knew it was made for them, so they did it right.
Yeah.
Every time. Type thing. And
See, I haven't had that kind of personal contact.
no, well, even then, it's still too sugary. Like, it's sweet dough. It's really sweet dough. The sauce is really sweet. They add a lot of sugar to their dough. They add a lot of sugar to their fucking... The only reason that I like their cheese mix.
The only cheese pizzas I've ever... Go ahead.
And I like their pepperoni. Like, if I could, I would do pepperoni like they do pepperoni.
The only cheese pizzas that I've had that I really liked, I can't get here. I can only get it in New York.
It's hard. Cheese pizza, like the one I made the other day, was fucking fire. It was really good, but it wasn't like...
You need to make more pizzas while we're having them.
I know, it takes fucking time. And
Well, I know, but
the fucking ovens
you
are
can
there.
prepare for it. You can prepare for it.
I can.
If you know we're going to have a show.
I possibly can.
It's all to help you, motherfucker. So people can see another side of you.
So I found out that my wife's uncle does a show where he just opens card packs.
Okay,
That's crazy.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's like unboxing.
Yeah, and I think my brother's got his own little setup now too to do his own thing.
That's why I do my art. I just do my art,
So that's right on that.
and I put music to it. I found out I'm not gonna get in trouble because when I put music to it, the name of the artist comes up. It says who's
So
the
you're, yeah.
yeah.
It's more like a stream for them.
So
and you're not monetizing that on it.
what do you mean?
You're not getting money off of it.
Not yet.
No, I'm saying when you go to monetize something, you can't make money off other people's art.
Right. But I think if you give them recognition, I think it's okay. Plus, I'm only doing like 6 bars. If you do six bars or less, it doesn't count.
6 bars.
Yeah.
What do you mean 6 bars?
6 bars of the music. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't
1,
know
2, 3.
bars on it. I
Okay.
don't know music.
Yeah. They're called bars.
I've never been very good at.
But you like music, don't you? You don't listen to music?
Huh?
Do you listen to music?
I love listening to music,
okay.
but I don't understand it in that sense, like Bruce does. You and Bruce could chat all day about music. You know, he was in a band.
I didn't know Bruce
He was
was
in like band that traveled. Like he played
What?
in, he fucking did shows with Big Sean. Not
What?
like same time as.
What does he play?
He'll be right. He'll be down in 2 seconds. You can ask him.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah. I want everyone to notice
Where the fuck is Tom? Oh, you motherfucker.
tomorrow for Tom.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked him, he said he's got in-laws.
Yeah, of
tonight,
course.
So tomorrow, I'm supposed to do a movie with my brother tomorrow, so it'll have to be after that.
You mean a movie?
Yeah, they want to. My brother's go. I'm gonna go see Sonic 3.
Oh,
with my
you're
brother.
going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my little nephew. I gotta watch the actual movie tonight, the Sonic 2, because I haven't watched it yet. So I know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I don't really need to know what's going on. It's a Sonic movie. Who gives a fuck? It's Keanu Reeves as the Black Sonic.
I know. It's Keanu Reeves and,
Do you think they should have
it's
used...
Keanu Reeves and, isn't Jim Carrey in it too?
Yeah, Jim Carrey's in it.
Yeah.
Isra Elba.
Yeah, he's one of the voices.
Dude,
They've been talking about it all day.
There's a
Yesterday.
show on Apple called Hijacked. It's pretty fucking good. Like you think it's like, how do they get 7, 8 episodes of a hijacking of a plane? And it works out really well because it gets like, it's all like international stuff and like all kinds of, because it's a plane coming from Thailand, I think, to fucking England or some shit like that. So it's like where it's going and all this different tension and all that
What's
stuff.
going on the
And
plane?
he's really
What they're doing. There he is.
Who wants cookies?
Merry Christmas, young man. If you believe in that. Okay.
So what do you play?
What?
Well, you were in a band.
You a musician?
Yeah.
What do you play?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. I mean, primarily drums, guitar,
Get out of here.
bass. Yeah, dude,
What? You play 3 instruments? Or you can play 3 instruments?
Yeah, I have like 2 guitars that I sit out at my house, and then I have a
Look at
drum
this shit.
set that
Look
I
at this
sit
shit.
around.
I didn't know that.
And then I can play a piano.
Get. This guy is a virtue.
Well, like my mom grew up as a piano teacher, so I learned piano since I was a kid.
Yeah, it's in your blood.
Merry Christmas, Henry.
If you can learn how to play piano, you can learn any instrument.
I dabble. I got electronic keyboard.
You have a band.
I dabble. Huh? Yeah, well, not no more.
You can't read music, right? You don't.
No, I
read
can't read. I play by
I
ear.
can't either.
I play by
it.
ear.
Really?
I can only read tablature, which is like cheating.
What is what?
But I can play some drums.
Tabs is like it'll show you 6 lines on a paper, and it'll put like on the line it'll show you like 003003,
Yeah.
which means like on those lines you hit the third.
That's where you
fret.
hit the third,
and then you
yeah.
just but it's meant to hit all 6 strings. So it's really easy to read like it's
You have
like a
open
map,
strings and closed strings and all that
when
shit.
everything else is like looks like traditional piano.
Yeah.
Which
I play percussions. I play bass.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know chords and none of it. Well, I play the keyboards too, but I play, you know, I don't play other people's
Yeah.
stuff. I play my stuff.
Right.
Nice.
I've written about 6 or 7 songs.
Really? Yeah.
I got one I'm working on right now, and I've been working on it for 3 years, called Midnight on Mars.
Okay.
I got all the lyrics down, and I got the rhythms down for it, but I'm having trouble with the bridge.
Well, what do you have going on?
Well, I mean, I got 3 or 4 different ways I could go with the bridge. I'm just trying to figure out which way to go. Jazzy or...
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
A bridge is like you'll have
You get to a
verse, chorus, verse, chorus, which is like the chorus is the traditional thing to sing along with, and a bridge is like that intermediary.
and then it goes back to the chorus again. Well, in most cases.
I'm trying to find. I think I have videos of. I mean, you can listen to our music all over online.
Oh, okay. What is the name of this band?
It was called That Was Something.
That was something? Oh, okay.
And then I was in another band.
You're a talented dude.
So my last band we called Make Up Breakup. It's a long story, but it's a good one. I was at Wayne State circa 2009, and one of the guys I worked at the rock climbing gym was on the head of student council for the university, and they were booking a show with Big Sean, Mike Posner, and Pharrell.
Okay.
When he was Pharrell with his band NERD, if you've ever heard of them.
I think so.
So he was like, I'm looking for a rock band, and I was like, fuck it, and I lied, and I was like, I'm in a rock band. And he's like, well, we can't pay you guys, but we need a band to do like the first warm up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got a band.
You can get exposure.
Yeah. I didn't have a band, so
You put something together real quick.
Absolutely. So I knew one guy who wrote music, and so he had one of his songs sold to Rihanna,
Okay.
and like sells it to like Class B musicians all over the place.
Yeah.
He's a trust fund millionaire, and so he has the time.
Yes.
That was your old neighbor, right?
Super cool guy. You would never think he was a trust fund baby kind of guy. But so we
So there's a difference? Like a trust fund baby is different?
Of
I
course.
mean, he's just not the traditional white America trust fund baby that you'd think. Like, he only makes $10K a month. That's
Alright.
like for the remainder of however many years. So he
Only
doesn't,
$10K a month.
he doesn't have the ability to go buy a Ferrari. I guess is the best way to put it. Like he can
unless
live,
he waits.
But he can live decent.
he can live happily white America.
Yes, he
we're,
can.
we're in our early 20s. He's making $10K a month doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anyway, so I
Yeah,
called
that's
him
from
up
his
and he's like,
songs,
I
right?
wrote everybody's music already. Like, here are all your songs. And I went, there's a band called Rocky Loves Emily. And I went and I got their drummer and their key player. And then
You
I
put it
called
together.
Up, yeah, I called up my buddy. That's how I met my friend Eric, if you've ever met him. I was introduced to Eric because I needed a guitarist, and Eric plays guitar. And then Sean sang. And then we did that show, and then it was continue with music or go to law school. And so I opted for
You went to law school, of course you did.
But
Yeah, well, I had a band back
Hold
in
on,
the
but
60s.
isn't his trust fund coming from his music?
no, it's
No,
from
it's from
his
his
grandpa
inheritance.
invented the...
No, I know, but didn't he like have a song that popped in fucking Korea or something?
Yeah, he made a bunch of money off
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
So he still made his own money.
Yeah, he wrote a beat. Like, oh yeah, he made money. Like commercials would buy his music.
Yeah.
So like a Ford commercial used his music and stuff. I have like one of the coolest things I ever made. I just don't know how to access it.
I get what you're saying though. Having 10 grand a month lets you do that, where you can sit at home and just
If I had
Right,
10 grand,
right,
Right.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like get good shit, but
Yeah.
like you still have to
I-
put effort into your life.
I would stay home and do art and music for 8 to 10 hours a day. If I had a source of income.
I mean, I would stay home and grow weed for 8 to 10. Oh wait,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't make no 10 grand a month. Fuck.
You
You
could.
know how much weed you'd have to grow to make 10
You
grand?
could. You just don't want to put
Put it
yourself
out
out there
there,
like
yeah.
that.
It's too risky right now.
You have the skills to do it. You need a little bit of money too, so it's not just the skill.
Yeah.
A little bit of jack. But yeah, we were offered a contract with Motown in 1968
No shit.
at a 3-piece rock band called the Flying Wedge.
No shit.
And he's a bouncer.
And my guitar player, he's dead now. Oh my God,
Was it good?
man,
You could find our music.
this guy was unbelievable. This guy was unbelievable. Everybody knew him. Everybody knew him. All the musicians knew him. And he chose me to be his bass player. And I didn't know how to play a fucking bass. I ain't no shit. So I went and bought a real expensive Fender bass, man, bass.
Nice.
Fretless.
No idea what that means.
Doesn't have pointed
Oh, yeah.
to tell you where you're at.
All right.
It's
So
smooth.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful for jazz.
What to the volume up?
There's a mute on the corner up top.
This is the kind of stupid music we wrote. Actually, Bradley, the singer that Kitsu replaced it, went on to play in some big bands. This is 2000.
Well, you sound like a Canadian band.
What is this? 2007 maybe?
You sound just like a Canadian band.
Oh, it was just this
Well, he
is
sounds like the
Fall Out
music-
Boy.
Yeah.
Like all that kind of shit. But we had a great lyricist.
What are you playing?
Guitar. I'm just doing the power chords.
That band right there is playing now. If that band applied itself and got a good agent, it could be played every weekend somewhere and making $1,000 a member easy.
Yeah,
He
well,
went
he
on-
decided to go to law school, and now he's paying student loan until he dies.
Right.
Hey, that's what they call life.
Yeah,
That's
I guess
exactly what the
so.
fuck they call
That
life.
is-
So this is Bradley. He
In
went on-
America.
he was the singer, and he went on to play in Emarosa, and this has 2.1 million views. And this is from 10 years ago. And then he had sex.
Who was he
with
playing with?
Oh, god damn it, really?
He left the band and got offered a opportunity to come play in Emarosa, which was an already established
Okay.
band.
No, was he the lead singer?
Yeah, he's the lead singer.
Yeah.
So he got to go in and like start making money because Emarosa was already like touring the world,
Okay, it was already established.
and that was the first song they wrote together.
So is he still with them? Are they still together?
No, he had sex with the minor.
Oh,
Yeah.
we don't promote him.
Oh no, he's like he defends himself.
Oh, he defends himself?
But he was in the best band he was in was called Squid the Whale. And the reason I love Squid the Whale is John, the drummer, is like covered in tattoos. He's from around here.
Let me tell you, dude. It's
And
so easy.
I'm in this music video.
Oh, okay. It's so easy to get hung up. And what that guy got hung up with, especially back in the day.
This is all filmed in Pontiac. So John, their drummer, is a scratch golfer.
Damn. Oh, yeah, look at Chris playing the white guy. Jesus Christ.
That's
you
me
gotta
kicking him right
double
there.
check. You guys look like white dudes.
That was the whole point. They recruited me for a reason.
These are white boys for real.
Their guitarist is one of the best guitarists ever.
Hey,
to
careful.
himself.
I don't know. Volume over there thing.
Nice. Nice drums, too.
oh,
The
whatever.
drums are nice.
Oh, dude, they're excellent.
That's what I always listen for is the drummer. A good drummer can make or break a
Not very
band.
loud. See, I'm a vocalist.
You say you made this in Pontiac?
Yeah. That's me and my brother that were kicking the guy.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's crazy how young we all were, too.
You can go on. Let me see. What were we on?
This is all mimicking a Tom Hanks music video.
There he is. Damn. Oh, go back. Well, you'll see in a second.
The people. There I am.
A little bit of violence in there, huh?
Yeah.
It's almost
it's
like a movie like The People or
Yeah.
something that's based on Tom Hanks.
Oh, okay.
based on Tom Hanks.
Or, not Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise. Here we come, those white boys in Pontiac.
Wow, look how shitty that neighborhood is.
You gotta look at the texture of the film too.
See, my brother and I used to, like, actually jack people and shit. So, like, that was like, yeah!
Yeah, we put that in there.
Do you guys get your... Oh, they get you back?
Oh, yeah. This is like based on like a golden American like award-winning movie from like the 70s or 60s.
Oh, really?
Like the brick being thrown through the window and everything.
How many pieces is this band?
4. One guitarist.
Yeah, a nice full song for just 4 pieces.
Yeah. With no filler, no computer added.
Whoever did the mixing on that did a good job. It sounds good.
And this is all when it was completely independent, no record label or anything.
Did they get a record label?
Yeah.
We made our own record label. We did our own pressing, writing. We wrote the songs. We performed the songs. We pressed the records.
It's enough for me.
Or they just fight?
Oh yeah, this is the brutal fight now. White America, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I saw a black guy in there. Wasn't there a black dude in there? Yeah, it was.
No.
What is this movie?
Who threw the brick?
They're all white guys in the band.
I could have sworn I saw a black dude.
No.
With white hair.
Nope.
I want to know.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, they didn't know no black people back then. They didn't come south of fucking goddamn 16 Mile.
Wow. I could have sworn I saw a black dude.
Am I wrong on that? It was 16 Mile for you guys, right?
What?
Like, living where you lived, you didn't go south of 16. Like,
No, the story.
Oh, that's what when you
as
get
the story-
downtown.
No, to like put it in perspective, I was a sophomore in college, and my girlfriend came home, and maybe I was even a junior in college at this point, so in my early 20s, and we decided to take a long drive together, and we started just driving south, and we hit 14 Mile Crossing, and that's when we were like, we probably should turn around. And I hooked it in Clawson.
Oh my god.
That's how fucking white I was growing
That's
up.
funny as fuck.
dude,
That is super funny.
I grew up with a dude that
I thought 8 Mile was like, you don't go down
Yeah,
there.
that was hell.
You'll die. And I was like, 14 is close enough for me.
So I grew up with a guy that thought, because you remember how you used to get off on 11 Mile? They used to have the stop signs had the blinders on. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
They always like it was set up so you wouldn't think you like when you're coming off the exit you wouldn't stop type thing. It was only the kind of like so.
Yeah, it was
It
blind.
looked like a metal cage on the stop.
It
sign.
had blinders like a horse.
Yeah, so like it was
So,
the octagon.
People going this way couldn't really see.
Yeah, they wouldn't see the stop type. So my buddy, it literally was 11 Mile. The car breaks down, and the one guy goes, "I'm gonna go up here to the gas station, you know, whatever, do whatever," and he goes, "I'm not getting out of the fucking car, dude. They got fucking what do they call the things on the windows?
Bars.
Yeah, bars. Yeah, but what do they call them though? There's a name for them. Well, yeah, they had bars on their stop signs.
Secure.
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah, that's what he thought it was. He thought it was like bars on the stop sign.
No.
And he's like, I'm not going in this neighborhood. They steal stop signs. He wasn't the smartest guy.
No, he was kind of paranoid too.
Yeah, and we grew up in Holly, so
Yeah.
like
That
Detroit
explains
is.
Dude, as soon as it wasn't a named road anymore, it just went by a mile road.
Yeah.
Like, that's where we did not.
You
know where
done.
we were.
You were done.
No,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
true,
Pre
'cause
like maps
Big
or
Beaver, Maple, and then 14 Mile is the first mile road. You're
See,
right.
it was just the opposite for me.
See, you don't want to go the other way.
No. Once we got past 12 Mile, the police would fuck with us.
Yeah, I believe it.
We couldn't drive around in no neighborhoods.
No.
Because this friend of mine, we were going to buy a house. He
What
was my
year's
best
this?
friend.
You got to get perspective.
67, 65.
So redlining's still happening.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
my
still going on.
Well, yeah, but it's a lot more quiet. It's more
Yeah, well,
HOA and
They
more
figured out ways
taxes.
around it.
Yeah, they use taxes and
They figured out
HOA
ways around it.
to keep certain classes out and people. Anyway,
But if you got enough money, you can get in.
yeah. So you went to go buy a house, or you're looking at a
Oh,
house.
so the house was on. Well, actually, they were like condos. All 75, like what, 11, 12 miles?
Yeah, the
Those
ones
condos.
on Stevenson in Royal Oak.
They're right on the service drive.
yeah.
Yeah, right. They were new.
I I knew a guy. I had a guy sold weed that lived in one of those. Those places are crazy.
And we
Nice
went-
as hell. You walked in,
Oh,
it had like
it's
a
sweet.
fire. It had a
It's
fucking
sweet.
fireplace on the big wall.
Sunken living rooms
Yeah.
and shit. Oh, it was sweet.
Yeah, with
So-
open stairwells and shit.
So I was working construction at the time. Back then. I was bringing home $400 a month. A week. Back then, because I was doing like 12 hours 6 days.
In the '60s, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's how I got my Mustang and everything. So we went in there. The guy looks at us like, he kept, his eyes kept going like this. My friend said, "Uh-oh," he said, "You're not going to lease to us." No, he said, "You're not going to lease to us." He was right. They sure didn't. But
I
we
got
had-
that in 2000. In the 2000s, didn't happen to me. Wasn't me. Remember Otis?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm first looking for my place.
Fuck Otis.
Yes, fuck Otis. But when I'm first
Man,
looking for
what
my
did Otis
place.
do?
I was with him. He'll explain later.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll explain later. But I'm looking for a place to rent with Otis, and I get out the car, and I see the guy as I come around the thing, and the guy's like, his face is like, oh shit, all right, my guy's here's thinking about renting. And as soon as Otis came
As soon as he saw-
around the thing, his face went from,
Yep.
and it went, whoop, nope,
Yep.
fuck these guys, they're
This
not
ain't-
getting in.
This shit ain't happening.
No, because Otis is,
Black, black.
yeah, you didn't meet Otis.
No.
Otis, like,
He's
he
a-
scares white people.
Yeah.
Type.
Otis made me uncomfortable until I got to know him.
Yeah, he scares white people. You know, he's a Hennessy drinking dude.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He likes the hen dog.
yeah, he's so cracked to make sure he fed his kids type
You
guy.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I
Great
ain't mad
guy.
at it.
Great guy. I don't know what your shit was with him, but
It wasn't him. He got, because he's also an idiot. He gets in debt to people. He was dumb. He like blew money. So like 00, for example,
You gotta separate yourself from people like that.
I did. So, obviously I did. I haven't talked to him. So 00 would give him, like he would go through, and this is 10 years ago, so he would go through at least probably 2 pounds a week. And that's in small doses.
You mean selling it?
Yeah.
Nickels and dimes and
Yeah,
15s,
So about 2 pounds.
20s.
But,
of coke.
no,
No,
weed.
weed.
Oh, okay.
Weed.
Like I didn't know that.
So well, he was one of my main engines going it
Yeah.
out. So he would the way he would do 00 is he would get he'd get a QP, and it'd be whatever it was, and he'd show up $25 short to get the next QP. Because again, he's taking the QP on front, and he's bringing you, say QP is 500. He's showing up with 490.
Okay.
490, and then next week he's going to show up with 500, and then the week after that he's going to show up with 485, and then one week he's going to show up with 490. So it builds up over time to where you owe him like $3 or $4 grand
Mm-hmm.
easily. It does,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he did that with a lot of people. So to go from there, when I met Lou, I was getting
Lou didn't like him.
Lou didn't like Otis, but I was getting, because I didn't do it by plants. I didn't do it by screens, and my screens were getting like 8 to 10 to 12 ounces per screen,
Okay.
give or take, right?
Mhm.
Which was anywhere from 2 to 7 plants, whatever the table was.
Right.
But Lou was like, you need to store, like, dry it over here. So I brought my whole crop, which was 1 plant in 1 screen, and I brought it to him, and I dried it there. Turned out to be 21 ounces. And this was a little bit bigger than normal. So basically, Otis had been, and his people had been basically skimming half of my product.
How are they doing that?
Because it was not locked up. I just had it drying in a rack downstairs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a super trusting dude.
Yeah, and they're just,
taking it.
hey, look at this.
And again, I can't like, okay, fine, yeah, I feel a little light, but I can't tell.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was half.
You gotta get to the point. We're out playing disc golf. one
Well,
day.
no, I get this place, so I move into this place, and I'm living here now on the floor with MJ, and I've got 6 or 7 plants I brought in here, 1 light, that Double O bought, and for veg, and we're gonna build the rooms and do all the stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm living here, and he picks me up to go play disc golf, but we got to stop by the place because I go over there every day and I do the stuff over there still, where Otis is living.
Okay.
We get there, and they go downstairs, and I could see that they kicked in because I only had like a temporary wall up because I
They
was
got
renting.
you. They got you.
Oh yeah, they took my whole crop, which was about to come down in like
That's a horrible
3
feeling.
or 4 days.
That is a horrible.
And it was all hydroponic too.
It was
so
2 tables.
like even more.
Well, it was 2 tables, so it was close to like 40 ounces of weed. It was, it was actually 3 tables because they took the crop before, or the next crop after that. That wasn't going to be ready for a minute, but they still took it. And they started taking another set, and they kind of left it because they realized it wasn't worth anything. Because, you know, you get to about here, it's not worth shit.
Yeah.
So, then, like, I basically grabbed my lights, came here, and lived off of Lou for like 6 months until I could get a crop
Till you
out.
get, till
And Double O, obviously.
you get on your feet.
Yeah, but yeah, that crop right there.
That's a horrible thing.
Oh, it would
Dude, I
have
didn't
been.
even know what to say.
I mean, to take all of it.
dude, I
You
didn't
know,
know.
I mean, it's
what
one to take
say.
any of it. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was him because there was no entry of the forced entry, and I'm pretty positive he did it. Like he let his people do it because he needed to. Because I had took the fucking dope that he was feeding them.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
just cut his supply.
You took his livelihood away.
Yeah, I
Dude,
took.
it's like, what was it, his cousin or his son?
It was his son and his nephew.
Dude,
living
his
with
son and his nephew were cool as fuck.
me. Yeah.
They were straight from the
Actually,
hood, too.
I've talked to one of
They were
them.
from like Atlanta.
One's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, they're both in because his wife moved back to Atlanta with the kids.
Atlanta's a motherfucker.
Oh, dude, he was like, when I met him and I were like, we are on opposite sides of the rainbow right now.
Well, he's an inspiring rapper, and you can find him online.
Listen,
I've actually tried to get him up
Super
here.
cool guy. Dude,
to a
him and
show.
I would have so much fun playing games and shit, and like he would just quiz me on white America, and I would just quiz him on black America. Like I've learned more about just what it was like with him growing up, because he just wanted to talk about it.
yeah,
And we would be playing games like 2 nights a week, sitting there for hours,
talking about shit.
just talking about shit. And him and I just clicked. We'd always sit next to each other to play games. I don't remember his name.
I can't either. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I'd listen to his music.
Key was the one that. Oh my god. So Key was this dude. He got pulled over one time because he was always.
Is Key's his friend, the skinnier dude?
Yeah, the dude
That's
was
what
always.
I'm talking about, Key.
That was always sipping on Henny.
Yeah, Key.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me and Key got along.
So he's always sipping on. He was always that dude that showed up with Henny. He always had a glass. And he got pulled over one time, and he was toasted. He just got done fucking some bitch. So instead of taking a breathalyzer, he let him take him to jail. Because by the time he got there, his blood was down to where it needed to be, so he didn't fucking fail. He didn't get in trouble. He just had to get picked up and get his car out of impound. It was like, I never in my life. And again, he got pulled over, and like he was one of those dudes that gets, a cop sees him where he was at on Northwestern.
They
Highway.
automatically like,
They're like,
we're pulling this.
we're coming up
motherfucker.
behind him.
Oh yeah, we're pulling this bitch.
Yeah,
over.
we're gonna run him to make
We'll
sure
find
he's not
something
gonna
on this.
fucking-
We'll find something on this motherfucker. We know he done
Not
something.
both planted ourselves.
We know he done something.
So I was talking to my wife one time, and she said, like, we were talking about getting pulled over, and she's like, well, what, you must have done something. I'm like, have you never been pulled over for nothing? And she's like, no, I've always, every time she's been pulled over, there was like, she was speeding.
There was a reason.
There was a reason. I'm like, I have multiple times, more than one hand, been pulled over, not speeding, not doing anything. Just one person on the road with a cop seeing me. I've had cops drive by, and I'm doing fucking the exact speed limit because I saw them. You know what I'm saying? I knew they were coming, so I'm making sure. I'm like paranoid as fuck already, so I'm doing the speed limit, and they fly by, and I see them whoop, 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 turn around and come whoop me up for no reason. You got any guns or grenades in the car?
That's always
Just a grenade.
You know any time, like, I'm
they
not
have?
gonna poke myself, am I?
no.
I got that now as an old.
We were even terrorized in the city of Detroit. They had these 2 units.
Oh, I can't compare to what you had to deal with.
They had
This
these
is
2
just-
units. They had, one was called, what was it? The Mobile Technical Squad. And the other one was a weird name. I can't remember right now. But
I can tell you.
Don't have a white girl in the car with you.
Oh, that's yeah.
And my girlfriend was strawberry blonde.
Blue eyes.
Pretty as a motherfucker, okay? And I'm driving a Cadillac at the time. So we get pulled over on Woodward. I had maybe about 50 hits of acid in the car.
Jesus Christ.
And
Okay.
so I shoved them into my sock. I was down there, because they're individually wrapped, but they're in a baggie.
Yep.
So I pushed it down like that. But one fell hit on the floor. I didn't see it. They come up, man, they found that acid on the floor. I said, I don't know whose acid it is. I said, it's on the fucking floor. You know. He said, you put it there. I said, no, I didn't. Dude, he looked over at my girlfriend. I knew I was in trouble. And they looked at my girlfriend. So it was some technical reason. I didn't have it in my pocket. They couldn't prove that it was really mine. So they let me go. So me and my girlfriend were moving the next day. And we used to do nude modeling at Wayne State University.
Nude model.
Of
Yeah.
fucking
So
course you did.
Yeah.
So
Of course you
My
did.
alma mater.
So
Oh my god.
after our nude modeling class, we were moving to another
Oh, we gotta
location.
find those fucking paintings.
So we go home. I go home. Cause my class was before hers.
Okay.
So I go home. I'm waiting for her to come because we're moving to a new apartment. I hear a knock on the door. The fuck is knocking on the door? Open the door up and it's like 5 police officers. Big motherfuckers. Like football player big. They were called the Big Four. They rode around in black cars. 4 of them. They were all detectives. And they came in. See that when they pulled us over the day before, they wrote our address down,
Yeah,
details about us.
obviously.
So they come to bust me. Bam! They knocked the door open. I'm looking at cartoons or something on TV.
Oh, they figured they let you go in and get the big score.
Right. They come in. Check this out. It got really hairy. They come in. All right. Where's the dope? Well, dope, man. What you talking about? Where's the LSD? Where's the coke? Where's the heroin? And they're tearing the apartment apart. There wasn't much in there because we had moved most of our stuff. So they're tearing, looking for dope, looking for guns and shit. They didn't find nothing. So the 2 of them grabbed me and opened up the window. We were on the top floor. They pushed me right to the edge of the window. Where's the fucking dope? We're gonna pull you out this fucking window. And I'm like, I'll be screaming all the way down the couch. That's what I said to the guy. And they pulled me back in. And they left, you know. But it was horrifying. Because at any time they could have killed me. And got away with it.
Absolutely.
And got away with
I
it.
think that's a big difference between what I dealt with as a youth. I never feared for my life. I feared for my safety in a sense of going to jail and my security that way.
Yeah.
But I never feared the cops shooting me or doing
I
anything
went
like
through a
that.
lot of shit. You gotta remember, I went through
No, I know, but
I went
that's-
through the riots, Martin Luther King's death, you know,
Yeah.
Kennedy's death, you know,
Malcolm X.
all of that.
Was Malcolm X like? Because again, he's got a. I don't know. I guess it's. I don't understand because I never really did any research. I don't know what the fuck he
He was a heady dude.
He was Islamic, which worries me because I don't like any of those fucking religion or any religion. So it's like anybody who's
Well, he was a black Muslim. They call them black Muslims here in America. Elijah Muhammad was the leader of the black Muslims back then. And Malcolm X.
No, I don't know what driving while all black feels like.
Yeah, Malcolm X was he might have taken over that organization at one time, but he was assassinated. Everybody thinks the FBI assassinated him. I do too.
I just listened to a 10-hour podcast on the JFK assassination and how it was the total CIA.
Of course.
You think it's because they want? Like, was it the CIA or was it just the
The
controlling
it was the
interest in
CIA.
general?
It was well, it was a mixture of things. It was the mafia,
Well,
the CIA.
I mean, you're not gonna pull it off without the help of the CIA. There ain't no way you're gonna do it.
Yeah, back then especially.
the guy who does the podcast is just like high up the ladder of knowledge, brings in the best people, and does such a good job explaining it. And by the end of it, it's just like if you don't see connect these dots, you're a fucking moron. and you're just stupid. And it's just kind of at that point. It's like,
Michael
are UFOs
Medley.
real?
Michael who?
Michelle?
Well, that's Michelle. That's Michelle.
I'll talk to her.
No, she don't want to be on camera.
No,
She's
she-
not.
I'll call her back.
Yeah, she's not a. She's a very private person.
She probably wants some hash or
You've
something.
met Michelle? She's a trans friend that I smoked weed with.
Big person.
Big. We've seen her at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she smokes like the big fucking like giant.
The black man's dick.
Yes.
That's what she referred to it as.
Yes, she smokes a black man's dick.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was cool.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's a nut.
She's a little crazy
She-
though.
Dude, so Rudy, this is.
She probably wants me to trim something for her.
She's a virologist. Like she was like someone who did shit like that in the hospital, and she's an anti-vaxxer now.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, she's gone like off the deep end. COVID really threw her on a different level.
Rudy, so here I am, just recently meet Steve, like not familiar with
There you go.
Detroit in any way, and we go to a Compassion Club meeting. This is when weed is still illegal.
Yeah.
Right?
He was
And we-
probably there.
And we had med clubs. Were you probably there?
Yeah.
So I go in there, she starts rolling up this thing, and she licks both sides of it, rubs it all in hash.
Yeah.
Then she, like, rubs another, fills it,
Then she put some
oil.
oil on it. Yeah.
And then she rolls that up again, and then she's just like, smoke this. It was like 45 minutes of just her, me, and some other dude hanging out.
yeah. That's her.
It was a blast.
It is a treat to see Michelle go like this and roll up the fat joint and go wah, wah,
Yeah.
king size like it's nothing. Cause she's a big
My
woman.
size, man.
She's a big woman. She got like big hands.
Yep.
Yeah. And
But she's cool.
yeah, she's.
I mean,
real-
they're all
I
like
wish she
she's
was a
good.
little more open so I could get her on the show because I think she would be a good
Yeah.
person to have on the show, even if she was off to the side just talking. But she's too paranoid for that. She was always very paranoid about, and her job made it that way because
Dude, she made it. She came transgender way before it became quote unquote normal.
yeah, she had a kid. She was married and had a daughter, and she had a whole life before she changed.
Wow.
Yeah, I met one guy at a strip club because when I was younger, when I was in my 18, like when I met Ann's mom was gay, so she would do these drag shows which were always like a fundraiser. The Pink Flamingo was a gay bar in Pontiac, and they would always have the drag shows for the mentally handicapped adults. So it was like a giant, help them with money and stuff, fundraiser. And her mom was always in it, so we always went down there, and we'd go to these shows. And the guy, this one dude, he's like, yeah, I had 3 kids, I had a wife for like 20 years. He goes, you know what the difference is between a gay guy and a straight guy? 12-pack of beer. And he said it like in a way that was like, as a 18, 19, no, I was probably 20. No, I had to be 21 because I was there drinking. So as a 21, 22-year-old, I'm like, oh God, this guy.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't really feel that way. I didn't feel that intimidated. But
I was very weirded out around Michelle for the first couple minutes. It took a minute to adjust to for the first time meeting her.
dude, this guy walked up, looked like Judy Garland. I'm not
What up?
fucking with you, man.
What
He
up?
walked up, maybe not as tall, but he stood right there, and you're like, Jesus Christ, you do not look like a man in any way.
Some of them are like that.
Skinny pants. This guy had on skinny pants, and I didn't understand where his dick went. Like, even if you had like a micro dick and micro balls, there's still gonna be a little bump. We've all seen fucking
He did the tuck.
that fucking because we've seen that movie. What's Pet Ace Ventura?
Yeah, Pet Detective.
Yeah, no. He turned around, that dude dropped to the ground, did his thing, and there was no nubbin. Nothing. It was gone. It didn't make any sense. Like, that had to hurt so bad.
Dude,
Oh.
I had a company meeting, and it was our CEO came in from New York. This is circa 10 years ago.
Oh,
And he
different company, yeah.
Yeah, and he's wearing like skinny jeans, especially when they were in for like, Gen X.
Okay.
His looked like he had a fucking banana. Dude, and he's a white guy, maybe 5'9", And it looked like he had a banana down his pants. And the entire time he's talking, I'm looking at it, I'm good. And I'm like, that guy's got the
He's like,
biggest
what
dick
the
I've ever
fuck?
seen. And I'm just staring at his dick the entire time. Literally questioning if he put a banana down there.
Oh, no, or he knows he's big, he wants everybody to know he's big.
That's
That's
the
why
only
he's
thing
wearing
I
tight
could have
pants.
started-
That's why he's wearing tight pants.
Dude, and I went back to the sales floor and I look at my buddy, Craig, and I'm just like, did you, like, and I look at my dick, he's like, it's huge. And I'm like, so I'm not alone. Like, oh my god.
It's huge.
That would
It's
make
huge. It's
Justin
the biggest
happy.
dick I've ever seen in my life. And either he's got a giant banana dick and he was hard, or that's like so soft it was just bent over. But yeah, he knew. There's
So-
no way you get out the door in the morning without looking at
the women-
yourself like that.
The women let him know.
So somebody I know is like a swinger, and a free lover. I don't know if they're swingers or not, but anyways.
Do you
they
know
knew
what a
this
swinger
couple-
is?
Yeah, I know what a swinger is. And they knew this couple who's the same. They know this couple because I'm pretty sure they all fuck.
Okay.
But this couple lives in a house that's like, it's got to be, in today's market, when I think about it logically in my head, it's got to be at least 1.2.
Million.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
easy. Because it's one of those houses when you walk up to, it's got like a 4-car deep garage.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
fucking, like, it's like a doorway that's just magnificent.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's in Bloomfield, like it's on, like out off of Woodward area over there. So
Yeah.
it's a new house that someone put in that area.
Yeah.
Which means, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But it's got a massive
It's got to be
basement.
outstanding.
Yeah, well, it's got a massive basement, and they wanted to grow weed in it. And they were they had somebody come in.
Fuck it.
Well, they
Did an estimate
for
building
them,
room.
and they wanted me to come in and do an estimate, and they were gonna blah blah blah. I'm like, all right,
I
fine.
remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude came. He was in his fucking underwear. They were boxer briefs
I remember
the whole
this.
time. Like talking to us, because again, he's like ripped. He don't give a
You
fuck.
don't give a fuck.
He like looks like a dude. that should be-
I'm at home, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His wife was right there looking the same. She was smoking hot, and I gave him some stupid estimate, and I didn't promise him anything. 'cause-
Stupid estimate.
I mean, I was like, I'm not
You
gonna.
were in over your head.
It wasn't even over my head. It just wasn't. It works like this. The market is. It doesn't matter how much you can grow if you can't get rid of it.
Right.
If you don't have an out to take pounds, then don't fucking start growing. Don't come to the guy. That's where it was. It's not. I could have grown whatever the fuck they wanted me to grow.
I can't make you bake a cake.
I can bake the cake, but I can't
Just
sell it.
Sell it.
Yeah.
And you're not going to sell it either. So I didn't want to get into that kind of situation.
Yeah.
I've always, I can
That's too much pressure.
do what I can do, but
It's too much pressure.
until I can sit in a storefront with a fucking table like this and just go, what do you want? You want this jar or that jar?
So why don't you ever go up to Flint?
Because it's too fucking far away and there's already people, everyone's established in there.
Oh, okay.
For one, it's an hour and fucking half, there's an hour and 15-minute drive.
Growing in Flint?
No, in Flint, there's a compassion center club place.
And they have a market.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like I can go up there anytime and rent.
It's
like
been
a-
going on for about 15 years.
Like when they don't have events, I can rent a table like this up there for like $100 for a night, and sell my stuff in there.
A lot of people
Without
go,
an issue.
I don't know about now, but it used to be a lot of people used to go there. I went there a couple of times.
Yeah,
And it was packed.
if you live up there, it's
It was
probably where
packed.
you go because it's
Table
like,
after table after
Yeah,
table
you-
after
And they don't do
table
anything
after
like that
table.
down here?
no. That's the problem. There
It's
isn't.
just Flint law, they can get away with it?
It's that place has been there since
Oh, yeah.
the beginning.
All you gotta do is be a club.
Yeah, you have to be a club,
That's all.
but you have.
And
to,
you have to have a building. That's the two things you have. You got those two things, you can roll.
It doesn't make a lot of money for the people who are in it, who own it. It's not like a dispensary that's going to make a ton of money, but it still comes with risk because there's a chance where cops could come in and fuck the whole thing up. You're not legally allowed to sell it to people.
But
unless
you're
you
not
haven't
selling
tested
it. You're not selling it.
No, I know you're not selling it when you're in there, but at the same time,
So how do you...
it's more about
Well-
what happens if you open up,
Wait a minute.
you're doing your thing.
So how are they getting away with it?
Who? They're in Flint, and Flint says
Different laws?
yes. Every city has its own laws.
Or they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, they just don't
Not
care
worth it.
where they're at. Because again,
They've been there a long time.
this place,
what I'm saying.
but this
It
place
hasn't
is
been a
also
problem
in an
already.
industrial area that's
Yeah.
pretty run down, where there's not a lot of population. It's by the
I've
fucking
only been
water
there a
plant.
couple. I only went there a couple of times.
Yeah, it's next to the fucking water plant. No one lives there. It's all industrial, so no one cares.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful location.
My
Or something like
girlfriend
that.
Grew up in Flint. Like the hood too.
Damn.
Flint's a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, it's no joke.
Yeah. She was like one of the only white girls at her
They had,
entire
like,
high school.
3 cops on duty for like 100,000 fucking.
I met a girl
That's insane.
here in Detroit at a restaurant. She was from Flint. So I was kind of attracted to her. She was kind of attracted to me. So we got together. I took her out about 2 or 3 times. She spent the night at my house 2 or 3 times. So we were talking, and she said, "Yeah, I gotta go to that fucking Flint." I said, "Flint?" She said, "Yeah, that's where I'm from. I don't want to go back." I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "Because they're gonna kill me if I go back." I'm like, "This bitch is crazy." To myself,
Yeah.
She says, "No." She says, "I can show you newspaper clippings." She had these clippings in her purse. One brother got shot and killed. The next brother got shot and killed. Her cousin got shot and killed, and her mother got shot and killed. In 2 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. Flint was a motherfucker. I don't know if it's still like that now.
No, I don't know.
It used to be a motherfucker, man. And those girls I met from Flint, they was gangster girls.
Another reason that place was opening up before dispensaries started opening. Before they made it legal
That's right.
throughout the state.
That's right.
It was like you had to have an actual like med card to get into it.
Yeah.
That's where I actually had to turn in my weed for the fucking cannabis card.
Rudy, my girlfriend, she was talking about, her name's Chrissy, she was talking about growing up in Flint, and she's just like, no, I'm from like the real part of Flint. And I'm like, okay.
What part is
She's
that?
a model, right?
What side? What's
I don't even know, but like we were driving home from the other side of the state. She goes, "Let's go swing by my old house. I'll show you where I grew up." She like grew up in a sunroom. That was her bedroom was a sunroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Ooh,
we
that's
went down
cold,
her
nice.
street, and I was like, "Whoa!" And she goes, "Let's go to my favorite Mexican place, which is just down the corner." And I went in there, and I was like, "Whoa!" I kept looking out at my car and shit. Guys were coming in. You could see one guy was clearly packing a gun. You see the outline in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like, they know her when she walks in place. And
But that used to be her hood, though, right?
oh yeah, her brother had the cross right across on his tattoo. He had the 2 teardrops and the whole spiel.
The whole 9 yards.
Now she's saying out in Rochester Hills with me.
It's when you're up there, it's crazy because it feels like it's a preserved time thing. It's like nothing's really changed. None of the buildings have been upgraded, minus the few like new like restaurant like Burger Kings or stuff like that. But all the old buildings look exactly the same. Most of them are empty, but they're not as decayed as Detroit. Detroit's way more decayed. When you're driving through Detroit, a lot of the empty buildings, they don't look good. They're fucked up. Here, they're just like, they look lived in still, but they're just old as fuck, and no one's got the money to actually do anything to it. No paint jobs.
Dude, she cruised her street that she grew up off of, right? Her neighborhood is off one of the main roads, and it's just for like 2 miles, closed down everything. Everything. It's like old tire shops and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just empty.
That's
and every
right.
now and then you have a liquor store with the bars
There's a
and chains.
Disc golf course up there at Mott, because there's Mott Park, I think it is. It's actually a pretty nice course. They did a good job running over the lake. It's huge. It's got big throws. It's crazy because it's in an old neighborhood, and first couple weeks people had shit that already had shit broken into and taken.
Yeah.
It was like quick. Like damn, this is. I don't know. Hopefully it comes back, but that's like
Everything comes back, dude.
Yeah.
that's like 100 years ago was one of the top places in the world to live.
Right now,
If you
Michigan.
think about it.
Right now, Michigan's one of the top places to live in the United States.
Dude, like Detroit, I just watched the whole documentary on how they've been doing their policing.
Yeah.
Just like the improvements they've seen.
Yep.
Their way of policing is they have teams right now that are just like there to help you psychologically. Like they'll show up, the guys will walk up like without a gun, and will just sit down next to you if you're sitting there like threatening yourself on the street or whatever, and they'll just talk with you. And
Yeah, they're doing a
I
lot
like what Mike Duggan's doing.
Yeah, it was like
People
all
have said-
experimental, and just the success of it has been crazy. And they were showing all these videos of these guys like walking out, like giant black guy from the cops, like has no gun on him, doesn't have his hands on. He's like, I'm walking up and hanging out with you, and the guy has a gun sitting on his lap, and just being willing to sit next to him, and ends up with them hugging. And I'm just like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, they're trying to change Detroit. They're changing it slowly but surely.
It's still Detroit, but
Well, I mean,
just seeing people put their money into something.
But it's a
like that-
better Detroit. It's a much better.
it's better,
Detroit.
but it's still crazy how fucking.
So, these are all made by my parents. They're creme de la creme. Did you already eat?
They were made by who?
Yeah.
Okay, so you already ate that. I was like, where are they?
They were made by who?
I can't help it.
My parents. Yeah, you killed the good ones for the chocolate ones too, though. Oh my god.
I don't know which to choose.
So
Whatever one you want.
the chocolates are awesome. My favorite is biscotti, and it's like
I'll take one of these chocolates.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, I mean I brought them to just be
Merry Xmas.
Oh wow. I didn't know they were soft.
Mmm.
Yeah, I like soft cookies.
My parents have been making those exact cookies for my entire life.
That's good. That's real good.
He's got cherry in it too.
Mmm.
It definitely killed. It would kill Justin.
Wow, that's good. Mmm.
Mm.
Wow.
My dad and my mom.
A flavor explosion.
Yeah, you definitely have like. How do I say? What everyone wishes for when it comes to parents. You know what I'm saying? You definitely won that lottery.
I definitely
Have
have.
meeting your parents and how they act and what they've done. Like, I mean, minus the Christian shit, because Christian shit was a little extreme, but not hurtful.
Yeah, I had an interesting conversation with my mom about it the other day, actually. Because she said something about, she was talking about the church I grew up in, and she was like, and it was like, it was like a cult.
Right.
And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, yeah.
Oh, she said it was like a cult?
She said it was like a cult. And I was like, Mom, you put me through that until like my freshman year of high school. It was like, I was raised in a cult.
Well, they don't go to that one no more, huh?
No, and they've chilled out a lot. And then I was listening to my dad talk about weed with one of the guys, and who was like anti-weed. And my dad was like, honestly, he goes, let me tell you my opinion on it. 'Cause my dad found out I smoked weed like when I came home from Penn State, and he caught me with weed, and I was like, what are you gonna do? Right? I'm like, I'm home from law school. Like, what are you gonna do? I gotta go find a place to live. I'm gonna go get a job in sales. And I said, here's the reality, man. Like, I take enough pills to tranquilize a horse for my epilepsy, and this is pre-brain surgeries.
Right.
I was like, I also have this thing that, like, provided by God, that I can smoke, and, like, all my problems go away. And, like, I don't understand why that would ever be a problem. And now, fast forward a decade, my dad was talking to his buddy about it and, like, quoted me on that. And he goes, so, he's like, we're wasting time. Worrying about weed. He's like, just legalizing and all that.
Yeah.
So that's, and like hearing my dad say that was just like huge.
Oh, you never hear my dad say that.
Yeah, right.
No, there's no fucking way.
I've talked about mushrooms with my mom. I want to do them with my mom so much.
I'd do them with my dad if he actually wanted to. I'd be like, all right, you ain't gonna like it.
We're gonna go meet some demons.
Yeah, you're gonna hate what you've done with yourself. Nah, I don't know if he's gonna hate it, but
You never know, man.
you assume so.
He might become very enlightened.
He might.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
It's a good possibility. He
I
will.
wish he would find some kind of, but I can't imagine. I mean, he is. He's peaceful in his own fucking ignorance. In every sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't think he's ever, like, he's not wrong. He's never wrong.
Well, he'll see that
Yeah, well, I mean,
when he takes that voyage.
sure.
Yeah. He'll show you all that shit. He showed me.
He ain't gonna take the voyage. Unless in 15 years he's still alive and there's some mandate where every human has to eat fucking edibles. Or eat some kind of fucking chocolate mushroom.
Well, there are people doing shrooms that never thought they would ever do shrooms.
Me.
for somebody they know did it and say, "Oh, it's great, man."
There's been I just gave a book to somebody that was all about. There's books written by credible scientists on the studies that are coming from it. It's
That's true, but it's nothing like the experience.
no, it's not. But it gets the people who
Yeah.
are afraid of it.
Right.
a-
Gives them a
oh, this
springboard.
scientist says it's okay. This person says it's actually helpful. Like again, because if you're just doing it at the party, that's different. But if you go into it knowing that you want to work on shit or you're gonna,
Well, that's going to happen, whether you want it to happen or not.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Which is why it causes people problems. Because if you just think you can only party on it, you're gonna fucking have a bad time sometimes.
In
Yeah.
Oregon, they were using it for psychologically training people that with PTSD.
Everybody don't handle it the same way, you know. I looked at it as being, it was like fun to me. It was like a really good, funny movie to me. It was,
Yeah.
And then behind that, then I started seeing the spiritual aspect of it, you know. I was like, oh, there's more to it than laughing and giggling and being, you know, running around, being high, you know.
No, yeah. The studies show that a proper mushroom dose with a little bit of counseling can cure depression for about a year. Is what they say. The effects last around a year or so.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Chrissy does ketamine a lot.
Ketamine is another one people use for mental health.
Yeah, that guy overdosed on ketamine. That Friends People guy.
Yeah.
They said he was injecting it.
Yeah, he was.
You got to be
Yeah.
careful. She goes to Dr. Drake, who is the head of Beaumont's ER for years.
Yeah.
And then he went private and just got into ketamine. And
It's become like a
You know, I don't know if I believe everything the media says, but they claim he was getting high every hour on the hour.
yeah,
he was
I mean,
an
like,
addict.
yeah, that
Yeah.
there's
no,
a
but he was
difference between
he was an addict for a lot of things. He had a alcohol problem and a coke problem that was out this world before that.
he was getting fucked up.
He was a
But they do it.
Addict.
He's there. He does all the ketamine, and then his wife is a therapist. And
You
so,
ever had ketamine?
Never. But my girlfriend does this, and so she'll do her therapy with them, and sometimes they'll draw, sometimes they'll talk, right? And he'll take you on what he calls journeys while you're on ketamine, and it's a very incredible thing. She gets quite a bit out of it.
Wait a minute, don't move that yet. Don't move that yet. Bring it back, please. Thank you. Let me do my job, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Don't bring him into this.
You know that's not Deadhead up there, right?
Huh?
That's not Deadhead.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Man, don't try to guess what I'm doing. I'm doing what I do, okay?
I just worry.
Why do you have a gas mask on?
What?
Why do you have a gas mask?
Oh,
Right there. You have a gas mask.
Oh,
oh.
I bought it.
Stock up on water. Stock up on water.
Okay.
Get a lot of water.
Why?
Just listen to me. Just stock up
You
on
know that's Fuego, right?
Yeah.
Then why did I not move this?
Because I'm not done with this.
Okay. So confusing.
What?
Anyway, why
Why am I
water?
stocking up on water?
Are they aliens?
Because you're gonna need it.
Well, duh. I mean, what's gonna happen?
You
You
gotta
might
have
not
water.
need to get some water for a while.
But
Just
what-
stock up on
Give
water.
me a reason why.
Why?
Don't be so dramatic about
Yeah,
it. You can't just come in here and drop that and be like, see you
Yeah.
guys.
Go build a fucking bunker.
I just got a feel
Oh.
that
Okay, so I don't need to go to
Something-
Costco.
Is it Trump?
that something's gonna happen,
No, it's all the.
and we're gonna need.
Huh? Oh.
It's gonna be some kind of emergency,
Yep.
some kind of catastrophe that's gonna affect the water and the electricity. So stock up on water.
Blue line effect.
Just remember what it
Blue
is?
line theory.
I got a bunch of water in them. Ooh.
Ooh.
I could go probably 3-4 months.
Nice.
Damn. You know that shit
Come
goes.
steal it from you. I'll show up. I got a gun.
I share
Where's water from you?
I share it with you.
I know you would. the blue line effect is this whole blue line theory that in order to create a global empire, there has to be some sort of a worldwide effect. And so all these people I've been watching on YouTube are referencing this, and it would be like a catastrophe would have to
You're
happen.
basically talking Watchmen.
Kind of, yeah, and it becomes one world religion and it becomes global control.
Yeah.
And like if it's like a 10-step process, this would be step one.
Yeah, you need.
And so like it's interesting if no one's been like it's totally happening, but
Do you need a common enemy?
I don't think that's going to happen. I think the aliens have already told the higher ups.
yeah,
They better watch this step.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. They already told them. They know. They know. They better watch this step.
What if he's so wrong?
What?
What if they're actually like like the movies?
What do you mean like the movies?
Like the movies.
That's our problem. Movies.
Well, obviously. But to think 100 years ago, people were scared shitless of a radio station, a radio broadcast. Think about that.
Yeah, but that's why they're doing it the way they're doing it.
No, I know, but there was people who thought the world was ending. Like literally aliens had shown up and were preparing for the world to end because of a radio broadcast.
That's some stupid
That was
shit.
less than 100 years ago.
That was some stupid shit.
And now the aliens might actually show up.
I agree with Rudy. I think
they're
we're
gonna show
watching
up.
here. They're like there are countries with nukes fighting around right now,
And that's why they're back in numbers all around the world.
don't you forget.
All around the world, in every country. Think about that.
Like right now, there are multiple sightings happening.
Everywhere.
At this exact moment.
Everywhere.
Michigan, all over the place. There's videos
Oh yeah,
posted.
all over the place.
Grand Rapids, they had this thing with multiple orbs coming in. It looks like the thing I saw. That's what it looks like.
Me too. Thing I saw
What if it's
in the back of my house.
But what if it's Rick and Morty? Remember what happens when Rick and Morty, like they get the planet, they get brought into the planetary system, and they have to stop eating food and they eat pills instead.
Every time I watch Rick and Morty, I'm pretty fucked up. I can watch it so
Okay,
many
here's the
times.
premise. What if they show up and they're like, all right, now we have to do this. Blah blah blah. You're gonna be part of the alien convent, whatever the fuck.
The
it is.
Federation.
Federation. There you go. You'll get to leave planet and stuff like that, but you have to pass the same kind of test and stuff that you do to travel different countries. I guess you would say.
Yeah, I feel like it's just.
If they were gonna fuck us up, they'd have done it a long time ago.
Yeah.
So they're not here to fuck us up. I think they're here to prevent certain
Did you
things
watch
from
Three
happening.
Body Problem? Three Body Problem?
Yeah, I read the book too.
You read the book.
I watched it. I watched it.
Spoiler if you haven't watched it. That's what I think it is. Or that's more realistic than people, because like the time it takes to travel from place to place in space is just mind-boggling. We were talking about that movie or that book that came out in China. It's called Three Body Problem.
Mhm.
And the premise is that there's these aliens that are coming from a different solar system to Earth. But they're not like aliens, like they're basically microscopic, right? They're like life forms that are intelligent cells, not cells, but bacteria.
Nuclei.
Yeah, like they're very small because because the way their whole system is set up, the solar system has 3 suns, so it fucks up the whole thing. So sometimes they had to survive in deep freeze. Like it's this whole thing.
It like be deflated to skin.
Yeah, like it was. But the point is they're coming to Earth, and they'll be here in like 400 years, something like that. And they were trying to sabotage us, so that because again, where we're at now in technology, but in 400 years, we'd be able to just fight them off and destroy them basically in their minds, and we wouldn't be habitable. So basically, they're coming here to take over now because they feel like they have to. And that's kind of the problem. Because I didn't read the book, but it ends with a cliffhanger where, because the aliens can see everything on a cellular level, they can see anything that's happening at any time. So you can't really You can't coordinate against them. It's kind of crazy. How do they do that? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's nuts. They can see everything at any time on planet Earth. So they were like, we have to basically get 5 people or something like that. Three people, and those 3 people have to basically come up with a plan how to defeat the aliens.
And they can do. They're completely like
Do whatever they want.
uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Like
But
if
they-
you say take a gun and put it to that person's head and pull the trigger, as long as they say it.
Yeah.
Like they tell you to do it, but they can't think out or like say out loud
Okay.
what their plan is,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
because that way the aliens will find out. And basically, the second book will start with that like 3 people and their omnipotent power.
Yeah.
But like the one guy who gets it doesn't want it, and it like wasn't offered to him, and it was required to take it.
Yeah, because it was random too. I don't even think they wanted to use smart people. But
Yeah, he's like ridiculously smart. But
Yeah.
he didn't
it's-
get to choose.
Yeah. It's an interesting story. It was a
That's
fun
good.
series. But yeah, I don't. You two. They're not going to take our water.
If they wanted to, they could have taken it at any time.
Maybe not. Maybe they had to
Dude,
bring the
whoa,
fucking
whoa, whoa.
tanker. Maybe they had to bring the tanker to load it up.
Listen, there are probably planets that are all water. Nothing but water. No land.
Maybe.
No, there is.
You don't know that.
Sure I do.
How?
Because there's all variety of planets.
Hold on. Answer this question. If the Earth, someone took a straw and sucked all the water out, would the water replenish itself?
And put it where?
No,
Out
just
of our
suck.
atmosphere?
Yeah, just sucked it out into the.
And
like
that's,
a giant dude.
that's the key word. You said atmosphere.
Right.
He sticks in a straw into the ocean. He sucks out all the water.
We still got the atmosphere. It'll create more water.
No, it doesn't create water without water.
It just depends on where the water goes.
It goes out into space, into
Cool.
his stomach. It disappears completely.
So that means so it just goes out in space.
A giant being
Well,
takes
his pee
a
would be the.
yeah, he'd pee, but he wouldn't pee on the planet. He would just pee somewhere else in space.
It would be impossible to get all the water off space. All you need is a drop.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it's just that's
Because of the atmosphere. It would create itself.
Yeah,
It
one
reproduces
drop would
itself
create
over and over
condensation.
again.
Yes.
Every time it goes up, more comes down.
Yeah, but there's
So
still
it balances itself out.
there's a finite amount of water that's usable on this planet. It's definitely a problem we have.
No.
Yes, that's why the Colorado River is down,
70% of the planet is water.
and it's unfucking usable.
Now.
And you just have to find a way to get the salt out of the water.
And they're doing that.
And they probably have already figured it
And
out.
they're
Well, they
doing
know
that.
how to get the salt out, but
Yeah.
it creates so much waste, and it uses so much power.
Believe me, in 10, 15
That's not
years,
efficient enough.
they'll have it
use.
solved in 10 or 15 years, especially now with AI.
Now there are better.
And the quantum computer.
there are
Believe me.
The
better.
quantum
I'm
computing
going to try to
is
tell you
going
right now,
on.
man, there's going to be some leaps into the future. In
Quantum
the next,
computing is finding the next universe.
oh, I'm telling you, dude, the quantum computer is getting some of its calculations from parallel universes. Did you know that?
Do you know how a quantum computer works?
We're in the future right
quantum
now.
mechanics. I have a
So
Crazy
if you're looking at like a
dumbass
computer,
idea, right?
it's ones and zeros,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can be a
Right.
one or you can be a zero.
Right.
This one is it basically takes you have 4 round either 4 spots can be a 1 or a 0 or a 0 or 1
Or
or a 0
one.
and a 1 and or 1 and a 0.
Yep.
And so the ability it has to calculate one quantum computer that's like yay big is over 10,000 supercomputers, which is what we're using for AI.
Yeah.
And it is literally pulling out information that we're looking at. We're like, what the fuck?
It's
is that?
predicting shit too. It's not just doing that.
It can
It's
tell
predicting
you how you're gonna die, kind of.
what's going to happen in the future.
Because it can somehow, and this is where it's getting, is like it can give such vivid detail on how things are going to happen. It's like the most logical explanation right now is it's digging that information out of a parallel universe
Yep.
and bringing it back because it has that level of intelligence.
We're done.
It is our brain millions of years ahead of us.
We're done.
Quick, oops.
We're just going to sit around.
because the theory of quantum theory is that like in my head, it's to simplify it as simply as I can in my head. Every decision you think you make the opposite decision. You always make both decisions.
Well, that might be a part of it, yeah.
The particles are always in the same, like they're.
You can't even try to find a way to think about it with your human brain.
Yeah, that's true.
It can like
Exactly.
it can calculate
Exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
Imagine you have a question. You have a question about, is JFK shot? Was it an assassination by the U.S. government? And imagine you had the ability to take every piece of information in the world and understand it like that. You could have your answer like that,
And you know,
and you never forget anything you just learned.
it's two of them too. Two quantum computers.
Yep.
CERN
There
has
are
one.
more. They're just not talking about
Yeah,
them.
but CERN has one too. And CERN, you know, they're going into parallel universities. I mean, universities at CERN.
What if they fucking cloverleaf us?
It could happen.
Cloverfield.
Something could come through. Yeah, it could happen.
This is exactly what people are kind of freaking out, and they're tiny right now. They're like the size of this table, and they're trying to build mega ones. And they were explaining, like when I was watching this whole documentary on them, like the size growth of it is to the point where it's like that thing itself.
No,
could, like, take
that's
over.
what they're trying to do. They're trying to go into parallel universes.
That was another one. The Constellation on Apple was another one that's all about that, where one universe does an experiment and it rips two different, like it rips the two people that are in the same room where the experiment happens. It takes the two versions of themselves and flips them into their different bodies, and the one dies in the fucking. The thing is
in the process.
yeah, each one of them died, but the different one dies in each universe, and the one that lives happens to be the one from the other universe. So like these two people are thrown into completely different universes. Same, they're both obviously astronauts in space.
But it's a different space.
One's working on the fucking stuff and one's not. I got cookies and shit. I got a turnover up there too.
Scotty. Try a piece of that.
Oh Lord, it's crunchy.
So it's crunchy.
It needs coffee. You want coffee? Yeah, it was coffee, but
I had some.
As far as Biscotti goes, I think it's as good as it gets.
I had some Ethiopian coffee over my friend's house a couple
man,
days ago.
it's good as hell.
Couple days
with you,
ago.
doesn't it? As you chew it more and more.
What?
Had some Ethiopian coffee.
Yeah.
My friend, he just got back from the visit, and he bought some.
Yeah.
Strong.
I get Ethiopian all the time.
Strong.
It's good. It's yeah, Ethiopian is really like, it's got really intense flavors
Mm-hmm.
that are like sour and like most people who, if you don't like fruity, like weird tasting coffee, you're not gonna like it. If you like burnt, you know, if you like coffee that tastes like the shit you get at McDonald's, don't get Ethiopian
No.
coffee. It's fucking, if it's not,
You're not gonna be.
yeah, whatever's in that soil makes those beans like pop in a different way than a lot of places. It's crazy.
Just
how the
starting
soil
to-
makes a difference. That's the thing that's gonna make everything. Once it opens up to be like that, then everything changes. Because no one else has this, right? In the same way that there's a dude out there who's got a fucking plot of land that produces 5 trees, and those 5 trees produce, 1,000 pounds of fucking beans, and that's it. And he's able to get whatever he gets over there, but it's enough that they have to charge $65 a pound to sell it here. You know what I'm saying? Which is, seems like a lot, but it's actually pretty decent. In my mind, the fact that you can get I can buy coffee and have it delivered to my house for $30.
The pound of coffee he bought back. No, he bought like 3 pounds back. I think
Probably
he
costs
said.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
Wait, it's expensive?
$150.
What?
$150. It's gonna be the best coffee in the world.
Is it? It's not that cat shit coffee, is it?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're
From-
talking about.
Bucket List? Wasn't it Bucket List?
But is that Ethiopia? Did they do that in?
I don't know.
I think that's
you know what
Morocco.
I'm talking about?
I think that's Morocco.
You remember Bucket List with
I think that's Morocco.
Jack
I think.
Nicholson and Morgan Freeman, the movie?
Yes, the older when they're older guys.
Yeah, and they're doing the yeah. And remember Jack? He's drinking that coffee that he really loves. It's his favorite fucking coffee.
It's shit coffee.
Yeah. Well, it turns out it's a coffee that to get the unique flavors that it gets. Hold on.
It's ingested by an animal. Shit out.
So in order to get the flavor that you get from it, they have to let them fall to the ground and let cats eat them. These wild cats that are in the area eat them.
Is this real too?
This
Yeah,
is fucking
that's
real as shit.
Nice.
And then they follow the cats around and they basically clean up the cat's poo and they pull the beans out. And those are the beans that you're drinking. But
Is it good?
I don't fucking know.
I want to have some.
But it's supposedly it cooks the beans and not cooks. It ferment. It cures the beans in the fucking stomach acid of the cats, but it never gets dissolved. And then eventually they just poop it out because they eat the shell. The shell's what they
Desire.
desire, and the beans are just happenstance.
Let's get some.
Yeah. So
Let's make some.
I don't, dude. They're
Let's
like,
make
dude, you know
some.
how much it is? It's like $200 a pound.
Oh my god.
It's gotta be.
I don't know if I'd want to have a pound of it. I
It
just
may
want
not be that
a
much.
cup of it.
It can't be that much. Look it up.
Oh, it can be that much. It can be that much.
Absolutely. So you got little dudes like me who are like, let's try some cat pea beans.
I mean, if they're good.
I know. I mean, at this point,
What you consider good. The coffee has a lot of different tastes.
I know. Cat poop coffee? Is that what it is?
It has a name. I can't remember what the name is. I think the name is what the
Coffee
animal.
beans.
There's some birds that do that.
Excuse me. Oh no, not YouTube. Kopi Luwak.
Mm-hmm.
Civet coffee. Consists of partially digested coffee cherries, which have been eaten and defecated by an Asian palm civet.
Did it say Asian?
Indonesia.
That's Asia.
Yeah. Indonesian islands of Sumatra, Java, Bali, Sulawesi.
Yeah. My friend is in Bali right now. He's been living in Bali for about 5 years now. But that's a very, what's the word for it? Volcanoes and shit could go off at any time in those areas. Earthquakes and volcanoes. Actually, all Southeast Asia is like that, basically, from what I understand.
What?
They have a lot of earthquakes and volcano eruptions and shit.
That's not surprising.
One just erupted last week in the Philippines.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see, they did, on net, is it Hulu? It's Hulu. They got they did a documentary on that major, tsunami that hit Indonesia in 2004 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I saw a lot of newsreels about that.
That's insane how many people
That
died.
was crazy.
Dude, it is, like,
That was-
they got videos of it.
Yeah.
They've got people showing videos, and it's like, they're on the second fucking floor, and it's flowing like they're in the fucking ocean.
People are in cars being swept away.
Oh, cars, like, whole fucking city block, and just everything just pushing.
Buildings, cars, everything.
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 Just pushing. Nothing staying.
Tsunami ain't nothing to play with.
Fuck no, dude, that tsunami was, it's kind of, I couldn't watch it, because it was like,
I know.
this is
Because you know people are getting fucked
they're
up.
dying, dude. Like, there's probably 1,000 people in that fucking water.
Yeah, or more.
So it's called Copa
I
Luwak
think
Civet Coffee.
that tsunami killed 200,000
50,000 people.
200,000 people.
No, it was like 250,000.
Yeah, something like that. Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers.
Yep. Dude, so the one story I saw was this, he was a kid, he was 10. And they were on the fucking water. Like, they were at a hotel on the water, and him and his brother, he saw what was coming. He's like, let's go, and they started running,
Mm-hmm.
and they got fucking separated, and somehow he got popped out, and like 6 hours later, he fucking walking with this group of people, and there's his brother, and both him and his brother survived.
Wow.
But his parents did not.
Yeah.
Like they were gone.
Yeah.
It was like that's insane.
I've never been through anything like that. Catastrophe. Knock on wood.
So civet coffee. It's partially digested coffee cherries, defecated by an Asian palm civet. Happens in Indonesia.
Civic is a monkey.
No, it's like a little rat-looking thing.
Oh, okay. That's another thing I don't wanna mess around with when I get
No,
to Thailand. I don't want to fuck around with no monkeys.
It's like $100 to $500 a pound in
Mhm.
2010. So it's probably like $200 to $700 now.
A pound?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez. Yep. They've got a market.
You gotta pay for that shit.
And there's a bunch of fraud out there. There's a bunch of bullshit.
You know it is.
Yeah. So you gotta like worry about that.
You gotta go to the source yourself.
Hey, you're drinking human shit, games.
Yeah.
Well, you're not. Yeah, oh god. No, your body would digest them. And I don't know. You would actually probably throw them up because when they're raw, they're poisonous to us. I'm pretty sure. They have to like cure them.
They have to be treated. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to like let them sit out.
Yeah, they treat them. Just
Like-
treat it.
Potatoes used to be, or the original potatoes, like completely toxic to humans.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But it's very good at growing everywhere. So there's this tribe that lives in a mountainous area that's high up in the mountains, and they basically grow both regular potatoes, and then they grow these potatoes, the old school poisonous, gonna kill you potatoes. And then they take the old school potatoes because it's guaranteed that they're gonna get those plants, because they always finish early enough. And they take them and then they put them up and they put them on a fucking shelf somewhere up in the mountain, some kind of like land they got set up, and they just lay them the fuck out. And then let them sit up there for the whole year. And when they come back, they're completely edible. They're fermented.
Yep.
You can eat them right then and there.
It's sweet.
But it's like a way, and then they're preserved on top of that, so you
I
can
thought you were
bring it
gonna
out.
say, so they kill all the animals who try to eat them.
You bring them back, and you can preserve. They use them instead of potatoes, but humans are how? How did we decide to do that? How did we get a poisonous thing and go? Let me keep breeding this shit and find the one that's not.
Trial and error, dude. Trial
Yeah, I
and
know. How
error.
many kids died like feeding them fucking poisonous potatoes,
Some did.
poisonous tomatoes?
So they figured it out.
Yeah.
Somebody rolled the dice at some point and changed it for everybody.
Or somebody said, "What did that motherfucker eat? Why did he die?" And they start thinking about it. What did he eat? Oh, he ate that.
What if the pyramids are just grain silos? Like, I don't mean grain silos. I mean like old school. Like, you know how we got the grain silos in the different parts of the world that have every fucking plant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. They got one in Iceland, I believe.
There's one in Iceland. There's one in Germany. Because the one in Germany, there's actually a story in World War II where these people starved to death protecting them
Mm-hmm.
from rats and other people.
Yep.
And they literally starved,
They starved to death.
during World War II protecting it from them.
They were the founders of that shit.
Yeah, they like protected it because it was basically every fucking seed. So they could take, you know, a bundle and go home, take it to anywhere in the world and grow the shit. Type shit. Yeah, it was.
A gigantic seed bank.
What if that's what the fucking pyramids were, and we just don't know how to open them up because we don't have the technology to move that kind of stone?
I think they were a power plant.
Back to my-
I think it was some kind of
You've
power
heard
plant.
have you heard my theory that I think they're us? The probes are probably just us from the past.
Well, it could be the Anunnaki.
Or in the future.
No, I meant the past. Well, why the future? See, I don't know how
Going
you.
back in time and checking things out.
But isn't it more realistic that if you go far away and come back, things would be different? Like you could go.
Well, you talking about
They
the,
left the solar system.
You talking about
and-
the time speed shit.
Oh, us
What if-
coming back.
What if
Yeah,
their
yeah.
Enterprise like the original Enterprise, and they're like they went out, and then they lost contact about halfway out, and they've been on the way back ever since.
They're like, what
The fuck happened?
That's why
We used to have.
And there
like,
was a flood.
there was a flood.
About 12,000 years ago. You know
Yeah.
those ice caps down there?
Yeah, they got
whoops.
them melted, and who knows what kind of fucking diseases came out at that time. Oh, hold on, I think they. But
Yes,
that's
that
my
would be
theory.
awesome if it was the Anunnaki.
Oh, yeah,
might be. It might be.
It might be they were already here this entire time, and now they're just watching us fuck around with their home planet. Not their home planet necessarily, even just an outpost.
Yeah.
Living at the bottom of
Well,
the
there's obviously something going on. Because it's not just here. It's in
everywhere.
China, it's in
everywhere.
Russia, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Portugal.
Yeah,
just
everywhere. They're seeing them everywhere, so that means there's a lot of them around. Yeah, and they want to be seen.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They want to be seen for a reason. And I think it's a warning to our governments around the world. Fix this shit or you lose it. And I don't mean they're going to kill people, but they get rid of these government motherfuckers.
Right.
However they do it. Because if they were going to harm us, they'd have done it a long time ago.
Agreed.
Why wait till now to do it?
Agreed. I think part of it too is a slow indoctrination.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out and just be like, "It's time, your time to know. Life is a lot bigger. You're out of your mother's womb now."
And all the good shit.
Like I feel like this could be the. We can't tell you all at once, so we're gonna give you about 6-month breeding period.
Yeah, give you a little bit at a time.
Yep. You're gonna be wondering.
So you can
about
get
it.
adjusted.
Convert from the term drones to orbs comfortably, and then.
That orb thing, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if, I think I told Steve this. One day I was driving down the street. I said this was maybe a year before the pandemic. It's about 9:30 in the morning. And I'm running over by Mound Road and 6 Mile area. It's all one-way streets that way, always one-way streets. So I go this way, down the one-way street, made it left, going that way. When I made the left turn, a gigantic fireball bounced right in front of my car. Bounced right up down the street. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, did I really see that? It blew my mind. It was an orb.
That's crazy.
It is. And I for a long time I didn't tell anybody because I felt like, motherfuckers gonna think I'm nuts.
I'm telling you, dude, it was like 2012. Right when I first met Steve, I was sitting on my porch in my back, and I looked up, and there was a giant ball floating 200, 300 feet in the air. It had little mini balls coming out of it, flying
Was it
off.
sparking?
Sparkles. Looked like a disco ball.
Yeah.
And then there was 4 other ones that came across in the distance. They started flashing in patterns.
Yes.
But the only reason I'm like, that wasn't a drone, I mean, it's, again, 2012, but like,
It wasn't a drone.
there were things flying out of it and taking off at like rapid rates, and I'm like, that's not from this planet.
Well, this was, every time it bounced, sparks would fly off of it. And I'm, all the colors you can imagine.
I wonder if it was an asteroid.
No, couldn't have been, because I didn't see anything, I couldn't see anything solid about it. It was like light and spark. Well, who knows what it was, but I was listening to the news that day, and nobody said shit, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I tripping?
Because I wonder if an asteroid would probably be on fire all the way down, wouldn't it?
Or it explode once it hit the atmosphere,
Yeah,
one or the other.
yeah. So it would probably like
It'd be in
something
pieces
that
coming
tiny.
down. It'd be in pieces coming down.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't, it would like come down like this. It wouldn't be going like this.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was, I felt like it was just some kind of intelligence too. I did, I really did feel that way. But I sat there, man, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck did I just see? And some told me, well, we'll listen on the news. And it'll probably be on the news. So 'Cause this happened at about 9:30, so 12 o'clock, I listened to the news. Nobody said nothing. Then at 5 o'clock, I listened to the news. And I'm thinking to myself, am I going nuts? Am I going fucking crazy? It was wild. One of the wildest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I remember I saw a ghost in my old house.
I've never seen a ghost.
Rudy, I'll tell you what, this house was fucking haunted.
Yeah, I believe in that, though. I believe it.
I had multiple experiences in that house, which I was like freaked out about. One of them, it was a quad, right? 4 stories.
Mhm.
So 5 steps down and to the right from my bedroom was the kitchen, and I heard every pot and pan as loud as imagine me. I walked down there, there's nothing in there. I once had something grab me from behind. I could hear people talking.
That's wild.
I could hear Elise walk in and be talking, and I'd literally go up and be talking. And she'd be like, "How are you, hey?" And I'd walk in, she wasn't there. And then finally I was putting Harrison to bed, and he was complaining that there was a man in the hat that visited him every night. And
Hat Man.
And then my dog Newbie would sit and stare at the corner of his room. So I'm putting Harrison to bed one night. I'm in his rocker, and I look over, and I saw a black figure walk on
Hat
2
Man?
legs,
Oh, okay.
like,
Like a shadow person.
yes,
Yeah.
into the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, the only logical explanation, if anything, would be that was the cat that just walked by and an immense amount of light hit it, and there's a shadow. And
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to go look in there, and if my cat's not in there, I know what I saw was wrong. And obviously, cat's not in there. I tried to weigh every variable that it could have been. It's clear as day. I moved
Yeah, a
out.
lot of people see shadow people too. It's a common thing.
That's what I think is parallel universe.
It's the shadow people and the guy with the hat on.
Yep. Man with the hat.
They call him the Hat Man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people see him.
Good as hell, man.
Most people see him. Most people see him at the corner of their eye. Very seldom see him straight on like that.
Harrison had a full-blown conversation about the guy.
Who?
No,
A ghost in the old house.
Oh,
this doesn't get done right. I'm done.
okay. You want a cookie?
I said I'd really eat him because I have to replace my denture cream.
Definitely don't want the biscotti.
Yeah, it's too hard. Well, I'm gonna finish this one here. Though. This is beautiful.
Good cookies.
Flavor like you wouldn't believe.
Ghost
So-
is a tough one for me. It's not that I don't believe that they're there. It's just I haven't seen them, so
I haven't seen a ghost either.
I don't know why we would hang around here.
But yeah, everything's in the universe, man. It's all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's all kind of parallel this and that. And maybe ghosts are just people from another dimension or parallel universe. And every now and then they can peek in here and see us. Oh, look at those motherfuckers. Because they say every dimension that's above you can see you.
you know how horrific it'd be to see every reality. Remember in Men in Black 2, I think it is. You have the dude that they're some guy. I don't know. He lived in the 4th or 5th dimension. So he's like, I hope this isn't the one where, because the one dude gets up and leaves. I hope this is one where he doesn't leave a tip, or where he leaves a tip. And he comes in and leaves a tip. Because if not, he could see every dimension. But he didn't know what dimension he was in.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have died because he saw the one dimension where a fucking asteroid hit the planet.
Go look. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I think it had to be 2. No, it was 3.
I've only seen one of them.
Which one's, it was the one where
It's a good movie.
it goes in the past.
It was the third one that you're talking about.
Yeah, the 3rd one.
It's Tommy Lee Jones or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he plays part of it.
He's way older.
Yeah. And it's also Brosnan. Thanos plays Tommy Lee's younger version or something like
Wow.
that.
He done fucked his career up now.
Who?
Will Smith.
How?
When he met Chris Rock.
Okay. He hasn't been like relevant in 20 years.
What you talking about? He's
Name the
made-
last fucking movie he did. Besides the one with the sisters.
the Men in Black series.
Yeah.
The last one they made, he made $100 million on that movie.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
He made $100 million.
Yeah, so he's not making movies. He's rich
I
as
don't know, Will
shit.
Smith kind of came to the end of his thing.
He's not making movies because they're not letting him make movies.
Well, he's in
Look, he had the Ali movie after that. He had several movies after that.
Yeah,
Did the
that's
movie
all
about the guy with brain
But
dead?
again, that takes. Those are all like in the 20s. He hasn't had a relevant movie since COVID.
No. I don't even know if he's acting anymore, though. Hold on.
Nobody's hiring him. He's blackballed right
I
there.
fucking hate Chris Rock. What the fuck's Chris? No one gives a fuck about Chris Rock and the fucking.
You don't do that in front of the world, man.
I think
That show is watched
funny as hell.
by more people than any show ever.
What?
Yes. Those shows,
The Grammys? People don't watch the fucking Grammys anymore. I haven't watched it.
that wasn't the Grammys.
Yeah, it was.
That was the Oscars.
Same fucking thing.
No.
No one gives a fuck about the
No.
Oscars. You know when people cared about the Oscars? When there was 3 fucking channels. Once there became more than 3 channels, people stopped giving a fuck about the
No,
Oscars.
you're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm talking to AI right now, and I asked, has he been stonewalled? And it says there are no concrete evidence to suggest that Will Smith has been systematically stonewalled in Hollywood. However, his career has faced challenges since 2022 Oscars controversy, where he slapped comedian Chris Rock. Following this incident, Smith faced public backlash, resigned from the Academy, and was banned from attending any of its events for 10 years. Some of his projects were paused, delayed, and discussions arose about his future in Hollywood. Despite this, Smith returned to projects with Emancipation and continues to work in the industry. While some partnerships may have been cooled, he has not been literally sidelined.
And that movie, Emancipation, that movie, he's financing it.
Well, it's also
So
an
he's,
Apple.
yeah, he's trying.
Well, it's
but-
an Apple Plus movie too. Those Apple Plus is just.
Yeah.
Apple's a $1 trillion company that can literally throw $1 billion at like $2 billion at fucking at movies
Yeah.
and not care what happens. It's all they care about. Are you buying an iPhone?
And Disney. That's another one. That's fucking Disney.
No, it's not even close to fucking Apple.
They own everything.
They do, but they're not close to Apple. When it comes to like money wise, like the company Apple, not
Oh, I don't know.
the because
Disney is old money.
Disney's huge, but
It's old money.
it's also a lot of park money.
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of money off this shit.
Pixar is Disney.
Star Wars is Disney.
Star Wars is Disney. Marvel's Disney.
Well, I'm trying to ask.
They bought up to everything they could
I can
buy.
put the ashtray there. He's not gonna-
They bought up everything that they could buy.
And they're, yeah. And then now they're selling a lot of it. They have to do shit with it because it's not. They all conglomerated. It's basically we live in a world where there's.
And Walt
companies
Disney
that
was a
run.
Nazi. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking Nazi.
Surprised.
And a good one at that, too.
A
Yep.
good one.
Well, he got Disneyland off the ground. Cape Cod Center and all that shit.
He really was like trying to build the world of the future in his head. I'm sure it was pretty white, but
Yeah, but that was his downfall.
I mean, dude, that is. I'm good, thank you. The villages. He wanted to create the villages.
Yep.
My aunt lives in the villages, and she's like, drank all the Kool-Aid.
A guy that I went to school with, he lives in the villages.
It's huge. The place is huge.
It is.
Millions of people now.
have you ever watch Antebellum?
How many people live in the villages in Florida?
What the fuck is the Villages?
It's a retirement
It's only
area.
81,000.
That's still a lot. That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Wait,
And these all motherfuckers. Most of them got pools and boats
Yeah.
and
Hold on.
golf carts and They live on golf courses.
How many golf courses are in the villages? 50 golf courses,
Damn.
which include 12 championship courses and 38 executive courses.
Where
That's
the
all
fuck
they
is
do.
this?
Florida,
In
Orlando.
Florida.
Hold on a second. Let me. Does it have a? What does it have? Oh, you're doing the AI. Hold on.
4 practice facilities ensuring golfers of all level. So the village is it's an all-inclusive resort,
Yeah.
retirement place.
You
And
gotta
so-
have big money to live there.
Yeah, I mean you have to have
You gotta be
decent money.
Yeah, you gotta be making at least $1 million a
But
year to live there.
dude, like it's like very
'Cause I-
open culture.
My friend told me the association fee was $175,000 a year, and it goes up.
My aunt got in. I don't know how, because she was a high school principal her entire life, but she picked up water polo and is all into that now. She picked up golf, so she goes golfing like 4 days a week.
Yeah,
50 golf courses.
living the
80
life, man. They living the life.
12 PGA style. And everybody has a golf cart. That's all your way of transportation. You don't drive a car.
No car, golf course,
You golf cart everywhere.
and they have parades and shit.
It's balling.
They're balling big
Be a
time.
fucking awesome place
They,
to retire.
they balling big
You need to
time.
have a very distinct reality, but
They balling big time.
you don't live in mega houses. So
But
let's
they're
all.
nice though.
You live in beautiful
Yeah, they're
condos.
beautiful.
So it is not like a multi-million-dollar house kind of situation.
Well, they got that too. You can live in a condo. They got certain areas, there's gigantic houses.
Is there really?
Oh yeah, right along the canal.
Getting richer.
Unbelievable houses.
4 practice facilities. That's one for every 20,000 people. You reading about it?
Yeah,
Right
my,
now?
Yeah.
my friend's been living there for, I think, about 5 years now.
Yeah.
He's a black man married to a white woman, and they got adopted kids from all around the world.
So
You rep Trump in the villages, my man. It's conservative America, right?
Yes, mostly because they're Democrats in there, because they had a parade.
they're not like. So these aren't like. All right. So in 2000, before the financial crisis, I'm pretty sure, I went to Florida to help my boss move from one condo to another condo. And when you pulled into it, it had 3 of the top 10 courses in Florida on this this place, right?
Mhm.
Probably the villages.
It had, so the way it was set up is when you pulled in, you had cul-de-sacs, and in the cul-de-sacs were like 10, 15-story buildings with, condos all the way up and down, right? And each cul-de-sac had its own theme. So like the
Mhm.
one he lived in was the tennis one. So it had the tennis courts, it had the tennis club, the pro shop, all that shit in there. And then you could go to the other cul-de-sac, and I drove a car there because it was a drive. And this was
No, you can drive cars.
no,
through
this is a
villages.
new one. This is a new one. That's the thing. I think this one's different because when he bought his condo, he bought one like they were still working on building like the main fucking thing. They were building the main building, which is going to be like a 25, 30 story, hotel with,
Mhm.
all kinds of amenities and shit like that. And then, they had the swimming one, the professional swimming one. They had the kids swimming cul-de-sac each. So, but I remember it distinctly because I was swimming and I saw a fucking golf game show. They had a golf game show back in the 2000s where it was like they get 4 amateur golfers and they make them do trials, or more than 4, I don't remember how many, but they'd make them do trials and then they get, if they didn't do it or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the trials
They get
was
eliminated.
they put a fucking bullseye on the fucking green, like big bullseye all around the whole thing. So it had the red, blue, like
Right.
the
Right to
different
center.
colors, so you could see where the ball was in the area, and it was on this fucking green. Like it was kind of crazy, but it was I remember just, but it's some. I think this place was trying to mimic the villages. In a sense, because it didn't have 50 fucking golf courses. I know that. I remember specifically it was 3 of the top 10 golf courses, and he bought it for like 400 grand. And then
And when was this?
this was in 2006, 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he bought it for like 400 grand. It's worth like, God knows, because
Millions now.
Yeah.
it was the time when I realized that I didn't want to be around this guy no more. Because he made me fill out the check. He had a company come in, and they had a company. Obviously, this place had a company to do that. They would come in and they would like give you a basic design, and they would fill the house with. How you got 2 kids? Okay, you would get 2 beds in the 1 bedroom, and you get a main bed in the other one, and it's got all the silverware, everything you need is there. It's yours. You're not renting it.
Right.
You're buying it. But we're just going to put it all in for you. That way you can just keep your stuff in the closet.
What
that's
they call
locked.
turn.
It was
It's a
basically
turnkey.
Well, it was Airbnb before Airbnb.
You don't have to do any shit. You just turn the key and walk in.
Yeah,
and
and
everything's done.
Well, that was 25 grand. And I wrote that check. And I wrote that check knowing that I was probably going to struggle next month paying whatever fucking bill I needed to pay. Because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
behind on every fucking bill I had in my life at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, I just wrote a dude $25,000 check. It was
Yeah.
like, and I know how much money I made this guy. Like I'm doing the numbers. I'm writing the fucking estimates. I'm getting yelled at because I'm not getting 150% profit. I'm only getting 90% profit because I can't charge him too much, because if I do, he'll go to the
You
other
lose
company.
the job to somebody else.
Yeah, they actually had to compete because when he started the company, there was no competition. He just bribed the fucking insurance agencies, and the insurance people would just give him all the jobs. So he doesn't have to actually.
Bid.
And on top of that,
He'd have to bid.
well, he would pat them too.
Yeah.
They'd add in 3 or 4 things.
Yeah.
Like the insurance companies actually built a system to stop that from happening. Well, it wasn't the insurance companies. It was a guy who was doing the same thing. He was running one of the restoration companies, came up with a system that kind of like, because they had started figuring out more about how drying worked and all that stuff and the whole like calculations thing. So it became a system where they could actually they could basically tell you, no, you didn't need 6 fucking air movers.
Gotcha.
You may say you did,
Right.
but according to my numbers and the humidity levels that I saw you, because you had to input every fucking thing.
Right.
So every time you went there, you took numbers. Everywhere you took numbers, you put it all in, and they could see that and go, well, you should have took out the DHU at this point or this extra DHU. You could have gone down.
They were the
one.
bean counters.
Yeah. Well, they made it. Well, it was a guy who was already doing that stuff. So basically, the kickbacks went from the guys who were giving out the bids to the dudes who were paying those guys, because now they had a system to stop that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Only people that are benefiting are the ones that are paying them to be on the system.
Gotcha.
Because now you have to be paid to be on that system. You can't just be on the system.
Yeah.
You also have to pass some tests. You have to go through some training, which you have to pay for. And then you have to figure out, yeah, you got to do all that stuff. And then the insurance companies will start sending you jobs.
Right.
Well, we got kicked off that shit because we were too honest.
Gotcha.
I'd walk into houses that had been wet 6 months ago, and they're like, we called 6 months ago, and it's like, well, it's fucking mold now.
Right.
There's nothing I can do about it. I can do it, but I can't just dry
It's
it.
gonna cost them more money.
Yeah, I can't put a fan on that and blow it and not deal with I'm dealing with,
Your respiratory
liability.
system, yeah.
yeah. So they got mad at us because we were like, and I think we padded, obviously, they didn't stop doing what they were doing. They
Mhm.
were making all their money on padding the jobs.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they padded some jobs they shouldn't have padded, and the people were like, no, you're off the system for a while. And at that point, when you're competing with the real world, we were doing jobs for 90% profit, and it wasn't good enough. I heard that and went, how?
That's just greed there, ain't it?
Well, he grew up, his dad owned a grocery store in
Greed's a
Detroit
motherfucker.
on the east side. He grew up in a colonial in St. Clair Shores. You know what I'm talking about? The nice colonial neighborhoods. They got
Yeah.
the big fucking 3,000 square foot houses.
Yeah.
Or 2,500 square foot houses. Yeah, that's where he grew up. All of them, there's 5 of them. The first 3 turned out to be doctors and lawyers, like 2 doctors and a lawyer. The 4th one was a coke dealing punk that basically bought a video store, VHS store, like a rental store
Back then,
in
yeah.
Clawson. He had a rental store in Clawson in the 80s on, where's Clawson, 13? Where's the downtown area where that...
Crooks.
No, yeah.
14
Main Street. Yeah, 14 Main area. And then, while also being a coke dealer.
Which is Crooks. Yeah.
Because he was a coke dealer for all the rich kids in St. Clair Shores.
Yeah.
So he did all that, made his money, whatever. And then he sold that and bought ERS. And ERS, because a lot of the friends that he made in St. Clair Shores became the fucking insurance people, the middlemen. And then
He had it going
took
on.
those connections, because he's a smoozer, man. He's the type of dude
Yeah.
that take you golfing.
He had it going
He would
on.
buy you dinner. He'd use, like, if he could have, that condo I told you about, that definitely would have been used to get clients.
Yeah,
He was that kind of, like, he was give people shit and then expect shit later
of course.
type shit. He was always that kind of guy. He carried like $2,000 on him. He told me he always liked to have like $2,000 cash on him, because you never know when you might be able to flip $1,500 into fucking $5,000 type shit in his
Yeah.
head. That's how he thought. And it was like, okay, that's a coke dealer mentality, but yeah.
All about the
I'd
money.
be so nervous to lose my wallet.
Well, this guy's, again, he's a multimillionaire before
I'm gonna shit.
ER.
$2,000 is $2,000. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess to some people that's a buck. But
Yeah. But then, at the same time, one year we had a bad year where we didn't make very much money, I guess. We still made money, but we didn't make a lot of profit. And they couldn't find it in the budget to give any employees a fucking bonus. And he was crying. He literally sat across the fucking desk from me crying. And I know he had $2,000, at least fucking $500 in his pocket.
Yeah.
All he had to do was go, here's $100, go give $100 to Joey, these main dudes, here's $100 cash. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
Go pull out $1,000 and pay his employees $100 a piece. We couldn't do it. It wasn't part of the profit. I was like, oh God, I gotta go. And that's when I pretty much put everything into the weed thing. Was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'm outta here.
I'm gonna do
how
this.
did you meet Chris?
Who?
Chris.
ER. He got a job at ER. Worked for me at ER.
So I met you guys when you were still working there.
Yes. No. You met me after, because I met Chris. Chris would come over, and one time, like, I knew him, but I didn't know him that well. And I went downstairs, and he followed. And I didn't know he was gonna follow. And it was at my old place that I had back before, because I met you at the Warren house.
Well, and I knew Chris because of Sam,
Yeah,
my buddy
you-
Sam.
Because remember, you never saw the Oak Park house. Chris walked in and saw everything, and by that point, I was like, all right, I guess I gotta
Until
trust
he walked in
you.
and saw everything.
And I was like, I guess I gotta trust you, because at that time it was a little more illegal still.
Right.
So it was like, and then at Warren we played a lot of disc golf, and that's how disc golf's how it happened. But I met Chris through ER, and then I left ER, and he just kind of kept on buying weed off me, I think, and playing disc
Are
golf.
we still on?
Yeah, we still on. Been on for a minute.
That's how I met Steve. Through this guy named Chris.
Yeah.
And I,
He's a politician. If I've ever met one.
Oh my God! But I lived, or I didn't live. My buddy Sam, his apartment was next to Chris, and we'd go over to Sam's and smoke weed. And it was like to the ultimate cliche. Steve would light this right now. He'd take a puff. He'd hit. I go over here. Hey Sam, what you doing? And it'd be Chris, and he'd want to come over and smoke weed. He would show up the moment the weed would light, because these were cheap ass apartments, and it would just get.
You could
right-
smell it, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he'd knock on the
He
door.
had just met his
come
wife, hadn't he?
What?
He had just met his wife, or got with his wife, I think, at that time.
I think they might have been dating. I don't
Yeah,
think
they were dating.
They were definitely not married at the time.
Oh, they weren't married. No, I went to the wedding. That motherfucker played. Remember that Wiz Khalifa? Did you go to his wedding? We don't give a. We like to get high. That song, whatever it was from Wiz Khalifa, the anthem back then. He played that shit at his fucking wedding. And again, this is before weed, like people, like old people accept weed. Because it's different now. I can smoke at my fucking in-laws. Like, I take 2 or 3 joints knowing
Yeah.
I'm going to sit outside while they smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah.
And smoke some fucking weed.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't give a fuck.
But it wasn't like that before.
Right.
It was like,
Now they don't give a fuck.
now it's like, yeah, who gives a fuck?
Do your thing.
Yeah, well, it's become more acceptable in some ways, in some places.
More and more every day.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is a pretty long one. Damn.
More and more every day.
Oh,
Chrissy, one of my things for Christmas, she got us a new bag tag.
Yeah.
I told her I hung this down here, and it's an alien.
Nice. Yeah, aliens definitely needed. God damn, we gotta figure out something. We need to play more often. I want to play more. It's just I gotta
You got a what?
time, man.
Oh.
It takes time.
Well, we got Dalton's Thursday Night League.
When is that starting?
Like 2 weeks probably.
Okay.
I've been going to that. Like me, him, and Tyler have gone twice to check the place out.
Are you going tomorrow?
Probably not tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't think.
They'll probably go. So here's this thing. It's a indoor golf simulator, right?
Oh yeah, right.
This place is White America. The
Yeah.
guy is an ex-Marine. Like everything is like Marine everything. And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
the whole place is decored in military.
Camo.
A lot of
Yeah.
cop stuff.
Oh yeah, and it's a pool hall too. So you got a bunch of old guys. Well, they have like this play your own movie jukebox. I'm good, thank you. And or play your own music. So I've been going in there, I'm playing on, and then I put on some Under Oath. Like some, and you could tell some of the guys behind me were like, "What the fuck
Look
is
at
this?"
that.
Right? So I put on Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? And they blast the songs that you put on. So all of a sudden it's Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? But it's like 2.5 minutes.
No, you didn't.
Guy comes over. There's a bunch of us in there. He goes, "I don't know who the fuck it is playing this music." He goes, "Is it you playing the Scooby-Doo music?" And I look at him, I'm like, "Dude, no, what?" He goes, I'm sorry. I was like, "I'm checking my email." He's like, no, my bad. I look at Dalton and Tyler, and I'm like, "Oh my god." So I have to sit there, like, as the song finishes.
Scooby-Doo.
And I almost had another song already lined up to click play, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude."
You cancel that shit.
Oh, I couldn't. I didn't hit it yet.
So what are the simulators like?
They're TrackMan, so you use your own ball.
Yeah.
You tee it up, you hit it in there. You're hitting just off of a flat ground, so like the putting is a little bit weird at first to get used to. Pretty accurate. Everything sticks up, so that's the thing is like
Oh
it
yeah,
gets
you
my
told me that. Yeah.
yeah
Just
like
hit it
I'm gonna
hard.
go after the green with an 8-iron. Like I'm just gonna hit a 7. I'm gonna hit it right next to the tee pad, and it's gonna have so much backspin like I'm fucking Tiger Woods. Like,
You are Tiger Woods. You didn't know? Big, white, tall version of him. Because Tiger Woods is not tall.
Well, what is he? Maybe 5? He's 6 feet, isn't he?
In a different universe, I play sports.
Yeah, he's
And
6
golf
feet.
is probably one of the few that my height would allow me to play. Baseball and golf. I'm at that height where I can't really play football. I definitely can't play basketball.
What are you talking about?
Like
You mean your
professionally.
skill level?
No, professionally. Like baseball, I am at a height where I could play. Like there are a few professional baseball players that are at my height.
Sure, you can play.
Maybe,
You can be a catcher,
yeah.
shortstop.
Golf, different thing. Golf's one of those sports you don't have to be tall. You don't have to be anything. You can be whatever it is. Like baseball, no. I mean football, no. You got to be. I'm definitely not fast enough for football. That's for fuck sure.
Yeah.
Not really fast enough for any sport. I guess golf.
You're
would
not
probably be-
really fast enough for any sport.
Golf, yeah. I don't
You're
have to
fast
run.
enough for that, huh?
Yeah, there ain't no running on that shit. Just swing it. I can do that over and over again. If I had a simulator in a garage,
My old
oh
ass ain't
God.
doing nothing but relaxing. I done done all that shit.
graphics are way better on these ones too.
That's good. My new father-in-law, I guess you would call him.
Sure.
He got into it when he retired, and his wife had passed. He basically spent a couple of years like in the simulator. Just
So how many
built
simulators is it?
himself a simulator in his room, and just fucking started hitting.
How
the
many?
whole time.
How many pads is it?
Alpha, Beta, Charlie, Delta.
Shut up. 4 of them.
No, I bet they go by military names. They all have names.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 probably.
Okay. That's not bad.
Damn, 6 simulators, huh?
That's not bad.
Damn, that's fucking 120
So
grand.
it's $100 a month. $100 a month. You can get a membership there where you can go 24/7. You'll leave it open. You get a punch code, so you can go there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh shit.
And you can go play.
And how much is
Really?
that?
$100 a month.
Holy shit, that would be epic if that was close.
And if you go, I think it's if you go after a certain period, like time, you have to be like no more than one person.
Mhm.
So it's like you can't be showing up at 4 of you.
With 5 or
and
yeah.
3.
Yeah, if they're not open, they don't want people. They want just you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But imagine get up at 5 in the morning. And be like, I'm gonna go fucking swing for an hour and a half.
They don't open until 6 p.m. either. So that's how he's trying to make his money right now, so what it seems.
Yeah, it's a way to practice without, because that would be sweet. Because if it was right there, like a place did it over there.
Oh, 100% I'd be in.
Oh god, that place right
You'd
there
be
is
packed.
perfect for a fucking.
It'd be packed.
Oh yeah, if he put that anywhere
It'd be a
within 5
waiting
miles
list.
of me, I would absolutely have.
Yeah, if he put it, I'm sure it's dealing with people. It's got people who are into it. Because there's a lot of people in that area still. That's 18 mile on Garfield, right? Yeah, there's still
It's
a
right
lot.
over by Macomb Community College.
There's still a lot of people in that area. It's definitely not hurting for people with money.
No, and it's a pool hall. That's where he makes the rest of his money. Is
Multi-purpose.
during the summer. Yeah, during the summer he's got pool.
Multi-purpose.
What about a private pool hall that has smoking?
Yeah, what about it?
That could make money. See, the problem is you can't get fucking loans. There's no one gonna give you fucking.
What do you need a
loans,
loan
right?
for?
How are you gonna get a building? How are you gonna get anything? How are you gonna get anything done? You ain't got no fucking money.
You gotta work on that.
Okay. Easier said than done. If I make $100 profit this month, which is probably what I will make, it'll take me my life.
You know, but you can, I mean, it's different ways to approach a problem.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
I know, but I try to figure out how I can, because I have a rich dude
You just have to have some
who
partners.
likes to spend money on shit.
Well, you have to have a partner or some partners.
That's what I'm saying. How do I get the partner to realize you can make money? Because again, it might not. Most things don't make money. That's the problem.
But a lot of things do make money,
Uh,
especially right now.
no.
Yes, right now. I know 5 people. No, I know 6 people that went into business in the last 2 years, and they are successful as fuck.
Doing what?
They are making money hand over fist.
Doing what?
2 of them got food trucks,
Yeah, that's.
and the other 3 have establishments. You know, one guy has a cigar bar. And
That's
the other,
real?
And the other guy got 2.
Oh, I guess it's a bar, so it's
And
not.
the other guy's got 2 restaurants, and they're making money hand over fist. They're crowded all up. The whole time they're open. They got people in line. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have a line if I had a brick and mortar, I think. But you got to get people in first. That's the hard part. Get people to stop.
Yeah. You gotta be able to get them to stop and come back.
Well,
You
they'll
have to
come
have-
back once
You
they
have to
try
have
it.
good shit.
Yeah, once
You
they
have to
try
have-
it, they'll come
You
back.
have to have good shit.
All right. Merry Christmas to all and to all whatever you do.
Yeah.